and welcome to the Lock-In podcast. I promise I'm not pissed. It might seem like I'm pissed because I've made a mess of this already. I was supposed to come on with the main intro as per usual and the 4-minute countdown and then go straight into it. And about 3.5 minutes into the 4-minute countdown, I realized at the top it said record only, you're not going live. So I had to start it all again. There you go. Anyway, if you've there's no one watching yet. Anyway, I might as well just sit and wait. I'm only joking. If you've watched us before, you won't be surprised that I've fucked things up because it happens quite a lot. Anyway, there's only me at the moment, simply because, firstly, I want to show you my Christmas jumper, which is kind of a Christmas hoodie, as you'll see. Bit of Gremlins action going on. And the reason I wanted to show you that before I got Baz on is because Baz has well and truly fucking trumped me because he's only turned up as the coolest fucking Santa in the world. Actual Santa on these holidays.
Can I just say, though, this is the best start of anyone we've ever done.
Well, it's the most realistic, isn't it? We're under no illusions that we're any good at this, even though this is the 31st time we've done this live.
Hey, listen, I've got the biggest rum I've ever had, and to the point that I think it might be a bit too strong. So I don't know how long I'm going to be able to last.
Well, there you go. Well, we've got a funny one tonight because we are live. It's a Christmas party. For those that haven't been on before, this podcast is set in me and Baz sat in our virtual pub. So it is just like watching a couple of old blokes getting pissed and chatting about nonsense. But we do usually have a guest. But this week, we don't have a guest. We don't have 2 guests. We don't even have 3 guests. Do we have 4 guests? No. Do we have 5 guests? Yes, because the 6th one pulled out about 15 minutes ago. So, just like a real pub, we're in the situation where we're expecting 6 people. One of them hasn't turned up, and one of them's going to be late. So it's like a real pub. Do you know
it's not me for a change, which is really good.
It's like a real group of friends. Like I say, one of them's not coming, and one of them's going to be late. So yeah. For those that know Phil C, unfortunately, if you're all here to see Phil C, soz. Because Phil C's got COVID. I did check it was okay with me broadcasting his medical history or whatever they say it is.
Yes.
And he said it was fine for me to tell people he had COVID. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, from now on, he is Phil COVID 84. That's what the C stands for. But yeah, he says if anyone's worried about him, he is fine. But he's isolating in the bedroom, and he was worried that if he sounded like he was having too much fun, he'd get bollocked off his wife because he's potentially ruined Christmas for his entire family.
Yeah, Rosie, it's Phil C that's not coming. He's not very well, bless him.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, he's got COVID. I mean, do you know what I mean? Some of us had COVID in August. Do you know what I mean?
The right time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When it was when it was edgy and dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now, it's like every fucker's got it now. It's not cool anymore. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it's just all these lot jumping on the bandwagon.
I know, they're just copying you.
Where were you in August? Where were you in August when it was cool to get COVID? Anyway, that was a breakthrough case. It's the only breakthrough thing I've ever done in my life is get COVID.
Did you have to drive to Barnard Castle to test if you could drive a car, though?
Well, I thought I might as well. So anyway, just before we bring our guests on, so yes, we do have 5 guests on tonight. No, yeah, 5. Mate, it's been a long day already. That's all I've had to drink today. Maybe that's the problem.
That is the problem. Usually you're pissed by now.
Oh, Tina and Max are here. Tina and Max. For those that don't know, Tina and Max were on before. Tina suffers from epilepsy, and Max is her service dog. If you go to lockin.co.uk, go there. There's a link for a just giving. Because training a service dog in America is very, very expensive. There you go. There's a quick plug. But yeah, for the time being, it's just me and Baz. What we're going to do?
It's Phil.
Oh, look, there he is.
Hello.
He's still smiling. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the guests on one by one. So we're going to do like 5 minutes or so with each guest, and then we're going to get everybody on. No idea what it's going to be like when there's 7 of us on here.
I bet it's chaos.
It might turn out like one of those, when you you've got a family Zoom call, and and Nana's chatting away about shit in the background, and you can hear her. It might turn up like that, but who knows? But that is what we've got. So I'll say hello to everybody in the comment section in a second. But yeah, first up, Baz. I was going to say, is it too early to say Merry Christmas? But it's not. It's a Christmas party.
No, it's
Merry
Christmas party.
Baz.
Merry Christmas, Michael. How are you?
How are you doing, mate? How have you been this week?
I'm all right. I've been working, which is I don't like doing, as you know. I always moan about it. No, it's been all right. I've just been trying to earn a bit of money just for Christmas. But sadly, the events that I'm doing early doors are all cancelled. So I've got the good news is I'm free in January now to do anything we like.
Oh, mate, I'll be smashing out these podcasts. If you know anyone who should be a guest on our podcast, we've got fucking loads of time to do it, because I'm starting work again in January. Which sounds
dramatic.
It does sound quite dramatic in that for the first time in 18 months, I'm going back to work, running my business of fitness classes. But yeah, just so I don't push myself too hard, I'm only doing 5 classes a week, so I'll be working 4.25 hours a week.
How's your push for fitness? Is it going all right?
In fact, no, I said 4.25. Sorry, I egged it up a bit there. 3.75. My push for fitness. Well, yeah, I've got to get on a spin bike 3 times a week as of the 3rd of Jan. So I went to a fitness class the other day, and somebody literally broke me. I put my back out halfway through the first session. So I nursed my way through to the end of it.
Who'd have thought of it?
Like 3 or 4 days, I couldn't move.
Who'd have thought after doing nothing for 18 months, the first one you go back and throw yourself wholeheartedly into it, you wreck yourself?
Mate, do you know what it is, though? It was like, what am I going? They're going kettlebell swings. I was like, kettlebell swings, no drama. Like, give it here, like picking up 25 kilos and that. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, my back's going, what the fuck are you doing? You've done nothing since September 2020.
You'll soon be back to your best.
I think I will. So I've stolen a spin bike from the gym, not from any old gym, but from the gym that I run my business out of.
Did you literally cycle it out?
I've got a spin bike here, so I can practice now. So I get myself back in fitness anyway.
Just for the uninitiated, how did you steal a spin bike?
Well, I had a bad back at the time, so it was very difficult. Basically, the guy who owns I said to the guy who owns the gym, put that spin bike in the boot of my car, and he did. So
bless him.
Go. Oh, there we go. So, right, let's have a quick hello to everybody who's here. We will whiz through. Matt Ricketts, hello.
Hello, Matt.
Kathy Stewart, Rosie, Amnesiablo, Jill Cowie, Alison Gibson, Tina and Max. Otis the Oatcake, which is a tremendous username. I think that might be my favourite.
Who is Otis the Oatcake?
Rob Appleton twice. So yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to have a Christmas party. We're going to have a chat with people throughout the night. One of them's got a guitar, so we might give a bit of a sing-song a go at some point. But I do also have something planned because, as you know, I wouldn't come here without anything. I mean, not much of this is planned, as you can tell. But I do have something. I'll give you a little teaser. We're going to once and for all settle the Christmas Day arguments of what's the best thing about a Christmas dinner, what's the best Christmas song, and what's the best Christmas film. We're going to categorically clear that up so there will be no arguments on Christmas Day at all. So just think of me as like a Christmas Kofi Annan. I'm going to sort out all the struggles and all the arguments at Christmas. I'm going to make sure they all disappear.
I've got a chance to redeem myself on Christmas dinner as well, nice.
All right. Oh, but there is one thing that I've got to do just before we get our first guest on. One thing, I mentioned this on a live on TikTok yesterday. For those that don't know, we lost my father-in-law a couple of weeks ago. Which was sad, and it was bad timing and stuff, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. But yeah, there's a family tradition that he made the world's best Irish coffees on Christmas Day.
Nice.
So nobody's put the hand up to make the Irish coffees on Christmas Day until I did. So we've got an entire house full of Irish people who made Irish whiskies. Bear in mind, for 20-odd years, they've been drinking the best Irish coffees in Ireland.
Mate, you set yourself up for one, haven't you?
And now, the only English person at that Christmas is going to be making the Irish coffees for all these Irish people. who are used to the best Irish coffees in Ireland. So
good luck with that.
yeah. To be fair, Molly said that. Do you know what she said? Their expectations are going to be very, very low, so you should be fine. I think that's the only thing that's going to get me through is the lack of expectation. They're going to be this English boy's got fucking no idea how to make.
Just a quick question: Are you going to practice a bit like they do? So you get a chance to practice it.
I've not got much time, but I've got tomorrow and I've got the stuff in. I've got some decent whiskey in. I don't drink whiskey, but I've got some Jameson Crested, which is decent.
Yeah, they'll like that.
Should be for the price I paid for it. And then I'm just like, well, what cream do you need? And it was like, oh, you need like whipping cream,
whipping cream. Yeah, whipping cream.
Like what? I'd look around. You can't get whipping cream. You can get you can get double cream, which I think is the same sort of.
Yeah,
a bit thicker.
Yeah.
Or you can get whipped cream.
Yeah.
I can't get whipped. I can't. If I get whipped cream, I might as well just buy sachets of Irish coffee because I've got to make this from scratch.
Oh, if you really want to fuck it up, just get some of the old squirty cream because they'll just crucify you then.
Mate, exactly. The chocolate flavoured one as well, like. Right. That's enough. That's enough from us too. People listen to us too all the time. Let's get someone interesting on. Right, our first guest tonight has been on. Like I was going to say, our first guest has been on the podcast before, but they all have.
Yeah.
Because they're all amazing. But here's a little stat for you. Our guests, us and our guests combined, have got over 5 million TikTok.
That's mad.
To be fair, there are 3 that are doing the heavy lifting on those numbers, but still, you know what I mean? But still, like by association,
yes,
we're good as well.
That's what we've done throughout this whole process.
Yeah, exactly. So our first guest tonight, he was on. It's quite early on, I think.
He was.
Anyway, he is he's from Scotland. See if you can guess who he is. He's from Scotland. He's a writer, an actor, comedian. He can sing.
Oh,
he's a pain in the ass, to be honest. But do you know what I mean? But we'll get him on anyway. Here he comes. It's Gregor.
Oh,
hey,
Merry
here he is. Now, I'll let you all into a secret. The reason I've got Gregor on first is because he's got to work in the morning.
That's true.
Oh, no.
You may be forgiven for thinking that he works in Lidl, but I don't think he does.
I was going to say there's some heavy advertising there, Gregor.
I work in Aldi. No.
So, Gregor, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Yeah. I had gigs this week that have been cancelled because of the Omicron.
Oh, no.
The Omicron. So, a bit gutted about that.
Were they comedy gigs?
Yeah, they were, yeah. Do you know the Stand Comedy Club?
No.
Do you know that
I don't
at all?
know. No.
There's one in Newcastle.
Right.
If that's any use. But yeah, I had gigs there, which have been cancelled. So.
Oh, sorry about that, mate.
That's all right. Early Christmas.
Yeah, same with me.
That's it. Because it's like I know my daughter get let off school 3 days early as well. I don't know. I think that's just because the teachers just couldn't be asked. To be honest, they were like 3 days left. They're only going to piss about playing games anyway, aren't they? So there's no point carrying on. So they just kicked them all out.
It's when they start getting the gifts. And they start working out like, right, that's 2 bottles of Prosecco, that's an extra day of hangover. And they just.
Do you know what? I think they might have left. I think they might have left before that.
Oh.
No, because I reckon I can't remember. I think they said like on Thursday, Friday's going to be your last day. But yeah, my 14-year-old was crowing to the 11-year-old who still had 3 days to go. Like. He wasn't happy. So you're talking about the gigs. You've been touring for a while, haven't you? I know this because Baz and I had tickets for your gig in Glasgow, and Baz pulled out first, the bastard.
Yeah, well, sorry.
And then I had to pull out as well.
No, that's all right. You've been busy though. You've been very busy.
But we we had to pull out because of we were like much as yourself, which we'll talk about in a bit as well. But Baz and I were doing some filming for the telly. We're not allowed to talk about ours, but hopefully you can talk about yours. Otherwise, this is going to be a really shit segment.
Tell me about this then. What's this?
Yeah, well, we'll come on to that in a sec. But so the gigs, this is with We'd You Think of That?
Yeah. Oh, you said it well. You
There
did
you
that
go.
justice there. Aye.
Mate, 2 Glaswegian parents. I'll see what I could do.
Yeah. No,
How's that been going?
it's been going great, man. We've been all over. We've been doing pretty much most central belt of Scotland, and then we've been supporting. If you know Gary Meikle, he's a
Yes.
Scottish comedian. Yeah, we've been
Yes.
supporting him.
Really?
Yeah, so we've been. He's a good pal of mine. We met through all the comedy stuff. So we've been touring with him. So we were in Dunoon, just kind of everywhere and anywhere. But we were meant to be in Oban and stuff, but all that's not happening now. So yeah, it's been great.
It's a long way away. You don't want to go there anyway.
I think more for the experience, to be honest. I'm a city boy, so as much opportunity as I can get off to the Isles and the Islands, I'll take it.
So how have the gigs been going down?
Shite, we're terrible. No, it's good.
Oh well, I'm glad it didn't come now.
Well, look, if nothing else, you got to laugh out of that. So there you go.
It's been going really well. It's so amazing having a live audience again. I forgot what that was like. I've been so used to. I mean, we talked about this the last time. So used to just seeing numbers and seeing like comments that you forget about what it's actually like doing that in person. So I've definitely neglected the online side of things and been focusing more on the live stuff. But I need to find my rhythm again.
Mate, we've all gone back to work. That's all you've done.
Yes, exactly.
Aye, it's weird though. It's weird seeing people and hearing their reactions. That's
Have you found the transition to going from nobody's reaction face on to have a reaction in an audience?
It's weird you forget what's funny and what's not funny.
I'm assuming your audience tell you, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time they're quite drunk, which always helps.
He's gigging in Scotland, of course. He's telling him, shite.
No, they do. But listen, we're 3 guys in tracksuits, so somebody wants to start a fight with one of us. He's got 3 people to deal with. And one of the boys was a boxer, so that helps.
So, is it a sketch show, or is it just sort of like what's the format of it?
So yeah, it's a sketch show, but it's like depending on what we're doing. If we can do an hour long, so usually we'll do like an hour long sketch show. That's if we're headlining it. But if we're touring with like Gary or whatever, we'll do like a 20-minute set of our best stuff.
Right, cool.
I've just seen somebody been everywhere. Dunoon. Right, I've been other places than Dunoon. I just fucking can't remember.
I noticed that. I nearly picked you up on that. It's like we've been everywhere. We've been to Dunoon and been everywhere. It's like, when you've been to Dunoon, you've literally been everywhere. That's it. That's it. Bucket list done. Fuck the rest of it. There's no
ferry.
point.
That's a big deal. Getting the ferry.
Well, because of your foreign accent, I thought you said the moon.
Mate, if you had played the moon, that would have been game over. It's just like there is nowhere else to go after that one.
That would have been quite fun.
Geographically, where is Dunoon? Because I know a bit about my Scottish geography, but whereabouts is that?
So you have to get the. Oh, you fucking called me out here. You have to get.
So you don't know.
So you have to get the boat, the ferry from Gurrick. So
wow.
And 2 + 2 is 4. And
you have to get on a ferry, so it's So it's not. You don't just stumble across it.
I think what Greg is saying is that he was pissed the whole time they were travelling there.
Yeah, most of the time, to be honest, I just sit there and I'll just fall asleep in the car until we get there.
I do that when I'm driving.
So yeah, for those that don't know, we were supposed to record a pre-recorded podcast with Gregor earlier today, but I thought that I didn't. Basically, it's my fault. I cancelled it last minute because I just didn't trust myself to start drinking at 7 and still be able to speak by the end of this one. So it's all right if you're in a real pub, but if you're in a virtual pub that's broadcast over literally the whole world, I bottled it a bit. So we will pick up with that in the new year. But so Gregor's going to be on. We're going to have a Gregor special, all about Gregor.
Yes.
I was quite pissed after the last one.
So was I.
Exactly. And that's what I mean. I didn't want to be quite pissed coming into the start of this one. Do you know what I mean? It's like I thought that would have that just spelt danger.
There's something about being in an imaginary pub with a Glaswegian that you think, I've got a drink to keep up with him. And he probably wasn't even drinking that much.
No, listen, I feel the same way. There's that anxiety that hits me that it's like, oh my God, suddenly I need to hold up to this expectation. Because I think everybody expects that. Because we were talking about Buckfast last time, weren't we?
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah.
I walked myself into a bit of a dangerous time the other week. I told somebody, did I tell you what a fanny bomb is? Do you know what a fanny bomb is?
You may have mentioned it, but I've struck it from my memory.
So it's like a shot or 2 shots of Bucky and then Iron Brew instead of like Jägermeister or something.
Okay, right.
And then you have a shot of fanny bomb. You can do it with Jaeger as well if you don't like Bucky, but I would suggest doing it with Bucky.
2 shots, Bucky.
But I was with pals who aren't from Scotland, and I was like, "Oh, have these fanny balls." I'd had like 3 or 4 of them. I was absolutely pissed. I was rinsed because we've been drinking as well, and I was giving it hee haw. Like we drank this when we were 6 years old. No, I didn't.
Yes.
That's the thing, you see. Everyone has a Scottish accent when you're drinking and thinks you're Begbie and you're going to start throwing pint pots off the balcony.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
What are you drinking tonight, incidentally?
I'm on the pint cans of Tennent's.
Oh, there you go.
Standard.
They sell that over here.
You told me it was terrible.
It's not great. I just said they sell that over here.
Yeah, Greg isn't drinking to get pissed. He's not drinking to enjoy himself, that's for sure.
He would be on the Buckfast if that was the case.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've actually traded in Buckfast because I've started having heart palpitations when I wake up. I don't know if that's like now that I'm only 25, right? But it never used to happen to me when I was 18. But now all of a sudden I'll get heart palpitations.
You don't want to mention that now because all the conspiracy theorists just go, it's the jab.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's that.
Do you know what though? I nearly said when I said that you've got work in the morning, I nearly said it's a school night for Gregor, but I didn't want people to think it's an actual school night because you say you're 25, but you look way younger than that as well. You still get ID'd in places.
I do actually. I'm at a weird crossroad with this because in some cases I look too old because obviously I do a lot of the acting and stuff, and I'll only get put up for like 18-year-olds, but I've got a fucking beer belly on me, so it's not really. And I'm 6 foot, so it doesn't. It's kind of an awkward thing that I've got going on. But yeah, I do look quite young.
We'll send you a corset.
Yeah. Speaking of the acting and the TV, talk us through what you've been up to lately because I've seen a bit. I've seen a few things of you doing stuff with the BBC. So tell us what you've been up to.
Go on.
So I've started writing sketches for BBC. So BBC, I kind of got in touch with them because of the whole TikTok stuff a while ago. I've been doing this for a wee while, but I've never, not until lockdown had I really kind of got the sort of exposure on some of the skits. So I kind of got talking to a filmmaker who was doing stuff with them. Got in the door, started writing stuff, and yeah, we're kind of there's something. Gary Meikle has been doing a lot of that with me, so we've been.
I saw him in there, yeah.
Yeah, we've got one coming out tomorrow or the day after, I think, a Christmas special.
Oh,
and then
where can we see this?
On BBC Scotland on their socials.
Oh, okay.
And
so that'll be on. You'll be able to find that through the.
Is it on iPlayer?
Through iPlayer, won't you?
I don't know. I mean, they don't put all of them on iPlayer. I think it's only a select few that they put in compilations because it's only skits. But we are. I don't know how much I can say about this.
We know this.
we know that problem.
But there is something that depending on how it gets perceived, if these ones with Gary do quite well, something might or may not happen. So we'll just see how that goes. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm absolutely loving it. It's
well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, mate.
Good luck with that, pal. It was yeah. I really hope that goes well for you. Like I said, I've seen Gavin completely independent to. I mean, I say independent to. I told you last time we spoke to you that I ended up on Scottish TikTok where it was like it was like I was just floating, and I don't mind that at all. Like I say, both my parents are Glaswegian, so I was flicking through it, and there's obviously a reason I ended up there. But it was every time I'd flick through, it'd be Gary Meikle, it'd be you, it'd be Littlest Chicken, it'd be Oh, I forgot the name of the guy who was the postman who did all the sea shanties.
Nathan Evans.
Nathan Evans, and there's again I forget her name, but she's like they got the beautiful curly red hair, the musician, great voice.
Natalie,
yeah, exactly. So I mean, all of these, and I was saying to my mates, I was like, "Oh, do you say?" No, I was like, "Yo, of course you must know these," and they're going, "No." I just ended up on completely the opposite side of TikTok to all my mates, but I loved it. I really, really loved it. And there was the whole thing of that shite bag if you didn't, all that stuff. Yeah, did you see all that?
Shite bag.
Yeah, so it was all like they were setting each other dares and stuff like that. So yeah, it was just like
I was thinking of when you were listing out those that all the Scottish people are there that you're going to get to Jimmy Cranky at some point, but
well, I don't know. But hey, funnier things have happened because just in case people didn't notice, I put a video out of I was doing Christmas decorations and I've got a projector out and I've now projected onto a little screen that you can see from outside the house of Santa milling about in my house.
It's cool.
Yeah, and it's been seen by a lot of people now. And the most, sometimes TikTok just hits you in the face with you just go, that's fucking weird. My moment was last week when Michael Barrymore commented and said, that's cool. I was like, fucking what?
I couldn't now comment on that. I had to put it there. Which one are you going to put? Top, middle, or bottom?
It took all my self-restraint to stay away from conversations about pools.
Can we actually talk about the Barrymore talk for a second? He's taken over, mate. He's taken over. He's all over my newsfeed constantly on my FYP. He follows all the Scottish guys because what you notice is when one person gets followed off him, everyone starts doing videos being like, "Oh, can you follow me? Can you follow me?" And it creates a chain of who can get followed off Michael Barrymore. It was quite funny at the time.
I love the fact that like he set up this account and it was just kind of like at first it was just like, hey, but he posts loads of old videos of himself. Yeah. So it's like I think it's really cool. Do you know what I mean? Because you get some people who just come on and just go, yeah, I used to be famous back in the day, and that's it. But he goes to the F and someone said, where'd you get all these from? And he's got videos, like literal videos, stacks of videos, and he's got a video that converts it from video into digital. And he does the whole thing himself. And he just gets all the old stuff from like Strike It Lucky and all that kind of stuff. The little clips. He does it all himself. I'd say fair play to him, you know what I mean?
If only he had a phone full of his own videos.
I hope Jimmy Cranky does that as well. I hope Jimmy Cranky puts the effort in. Kylie Minogue, she doesn't even put the effort in. Do you know what I mean? She's still got less followers than me.
She on TikTok.
It's fucking bone idol. Yeah, but don't go follow her because she might overtake me then. I'm still dining out on the fact that technically, in this really small sphere of the universe, I'm more famous than Kylie Minogue. So I'm still dining out on that. So don't ruin it for me. Right, pal. So, we're going to bring another guest on now. So our next guest is he. That's clear. He has also been on before, and he has got 1.2 million followers.
Ooh.
Last time he was on, he only had about 600,000 followers.
So again,
we've done it again, Baz. Do you know what I mean? We had Joshua on 900,000. Now Joshua's on 1.4. Well, no, 1.68. I don't count.
1.8. Yeah, 1.8.
Just like it's most of the world. Well, so yeah, and it's like, and we had Laurie. There you go. There's a big clue. We had Laurie on. He only had 600,000. Now he's got 1.2. So, if you know anyone who wants a massive boost in their TikTok following, then just send them along to us. It seems to work every time. Every time. I promise.
Right for me.
Yeah, exactly. So let's bring him on. We've got Mr. Laurie Knox.
Hello,
Laurie, how are you?
going?
I'm gonna have to reshuffle these windows. Oh God, no.
Oh no, I can't be that side.
There you go. We've been through this loads of times. It's a bit like the Ant and Deck thing. We can't be Baz and Mike. It's got to be Mike and Baz. It don't work otherwise. So, Laurie, how are you, mate?
Very good, thank you. Better than the last time I saw you.
Yes. Which is why I've got you on early doors so you can relax a bit after that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you say that, but you spent so long with the last guy that
He's 3 drinks in. That's not a problem. Like I say, the whole point of this is it's a virtual pub. That's what we're here to do. We're here to have a chat and have a few drinks.
What I remember of our last quiz, by the end of it, I was struggling to string a sentence together by the end of it, which, when your account's all about like grammar and linguistics, not being able to create sentences is a bit of an issue.
Do you know what? You noticed it way more than anybody else did, because I remember you messaged me the day after saying, "Oh my God, I was so pissed at the end of that." I was like, "Well, yeah," and I don't know if it's because I was as well. Which there's every possibility that was the reason, but no, I didn't notice at all. But,
really? Maybe just the drinker's guilt kicking in.
You carried it off well. Maybe it's the practice of being a teacher, and when you're at like some late, you're out at a wine evening with the parents, you've got to still play it.
Right. Well, I
play poker face when you're pissed.
I did have a few comments the next day of people saying, "Did you have a big hangover after the Dad Dancer quiz?" So I think you're being a little bit generous to me there.
I'm not. I just didn't notice. I must have been just as pissed.
I think it's one of those things that when you're known for your vernacular, even when you're hammered, it's probably still better than everybody else's.
Absolutely. So yeah, for the people that don't know, Laurie, Laurie's account is all about words and grammar and. I think I would best explain it as like grammar and grammar and words and their meanings and their derivations and stuff is not something I would ever follow anybody on TikTok for. But Laurie makes it really interesting, really entertaining, and that's why I did follow him. So clearly, loads of people love it because, like I said, you've gone from. I mean, last time we had a chat. It was all kind of, oh yeah, I was on 600,000. I've been on 600,000 for about 3-4 months now. It's not really going anywhere. And then I blinked and you were on 1.2. So talk us through that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the algorithm or whether it's the content or what. Because, sometimes I go through periods where I feel like I can just post anything and it's going to get like 50 to 100,000. Even the worst videos I post are going to get 50 to 100,000. Other times, I'll work on a video for 2 or 3 hours and, struggles to get 10,000. I find it really, really random. And it seems to go in periods as well. So you know what I mean? It's not just like one video I think might do well, doesn't do. It will literally be for a month, where for a month, all the videos I put out do a lot worse than I think. And then all of a sudden, they all just kick off. So I don't know if there's algorithm changes where, I know TikTok are trying to get more new creators in, so they kind of like weight it more towards new. I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas? Any thoughts on that?
I was talking to someone on Sunday, and their thing was that like literally it feels. She was saying that it feels like it's done in waves, so that it gives you this like high where you go, oh yeah, look, and I'll post more content because I'm getting a lot of traction, and then it just goes, right, that's enough. Fuck you. Go back to doing all the stuff you done, and you have to work for it again now.
Right.
There's definitely a fuck you setting on the TikTok algorithm. There definitely is. It varies who gets that, but there definitely is that setting on there. So I struggled before because obviously we've got I forget how many we've got four, and we will have 5 guests to come on tonight. So I struggled what order to bring people on. So obviously I brought Gregor on first because it's a school night and he's got to get to bed early. And I thought, who can I bring on next? I thought straight after Gregor, we've got to get somebody who speaks properly. Do you know what I mean? So just balance it out. You know what I
mean? So Laurie, do you do much stuff on Scotland and its quaintness?
I haven't done much, no, because my parents are also Glaswegian, so my mum's always bugging me.
Fucking hell, it's Scottish TikTok again. We can't get away from it, man.
But yeah, so I mean, my mum's always trying to get me to do things like St Andrew's Day. But I don't know, have I done much? I don't think. Have I ever mentioned Scotland on TikTok? I don't think I have.
Well, there you go. There's some new content for you.
Yeah,
there's loads of Scottish words, mate.
Right.
Most of them, there are some that you can mention because I know some of your following are young. So there are some that you can mention, but there's a lot you definitely couldn't.
Yes.
Just bringing Gregor in. What would be the origin of a word that you want Laurie to investigate? That's purely Glaswegian.
Well, the word itself isn't purely Glaswegian, but the way in which it's delivered is pretty unique to Scots. The CUNT, see you next Tuesday. That word. There's something about Scottish dialect that seems to soften the way in which it's dealt. So you get like a good CUNT and you get a bad CUNT, and you're allowed to say that without any sort of profanity behind it. But if you say CUNT with a hard T, that's when you know you're in business. That's a bad thing. But anywhere else in the world, it's pretty unique that CUNT is a bad word. But over here, it's a term of endearment at times.
I believe in Australia and New Zealand they use it in the same way, because I've heard them say you're a good cunt or a bad cunt there. So we can say it because you click the button.
Yeah, we have clicked the button that says that we're okay with that. But in my accent, that word is I can't say anything other than it sounding really offensive because of the deep of the it's like the cunt. It just it's just because it's kind of a northerners to say it sounds really harsh. But you were saying about how that word is perceived differently there. One thing that I noticed, and the story that I tell about my stag do, is when I first get I'd been over in Ireland obviously a lot because my wife's Irish, but my stag do was in Cork, and I remember so clearly that in the newspaper it was talking about the Six Nations. And they had a picture of Clive Woodward, and this is in a national newspaper in Ireland, and it had a picture of Clive Woodward, and they have like a subtext underneath it. It said "top twat Clive Woodward" in a national newspaper in Ireland. So I'm guessing that word doesn't mean what it means where I'm from. Do you know what I mean? Well, certainly not as harsh, because I was going to my mates. I was like, how can they say that in the paper? Whether it's right or not is another thing.
It's also dead funny. Every time we're talking about the words, I want to go, Laurie, so what does twat mean?
But going on with the swearing in the Scottish, I always said, especially Glaswegians and Australians, I think, are the best swearers in the world.
Oh, I agree.
Billy Connolly was a great example. He could literally tell you a story about going down to the shop and just throw in an F word and a C word, and it just turns into a funny story. They can just swear and make a boring story funny. I've always thought.
Absolutely. So one of the things I'm interested to talk to you about, there was a couple of things I want to talk to you about. Is firstly, I want to know what Christmas is like for everybody. But one of the things I want to talk to you about is, for those that don't know, is Greg has had enough. For those that don't know, is Laurie's wife is Korean. So one thing I was really interested in is what does before we talk about what Christmas is like in your house, because some of it might have some Korean influence. What does Christmas look like in Korea? How is it different?
Not a lot. It is a bank holiday, a national holiday, so people do have it off. But I mean, everything's open. You know what I mean? Like all the shops, all the restaurants, etc. It's just basically, probably the equivalent of any random bank holiday in the UK that nobody really cares about. But yeah, it's more of a couple's day actually. Christmas in Korea, it's where the boyfriends and the girlfriends get together. And yeah, that's it really, but nothing really special.
Oh, really?
Do people even do presents? Other than boyfriend? Yeah, no. Other than boyfriend and girlfriend, I don't think people even do presents. But there we go.
That seems quite strange, because what do they do for the rest of the year? Do they just not talk to each other?
It's probably bigger than Valentine's Day, I think. So
it's probably the equivalent. Yeah.
They're
all like that. Hey, Christmas is coming up.
So is there some pressure on you, Laurie, to be a little bit more kind of amorous during the Christmas period?
I hope not. I've had 11 years to find that one out. I haven't been, so she's still here 11 years on. So
okay, so what? Okay, then. So what's Christmas look like around your house? Because I'm really interested to know what it's like. Because some people really go for it. Some people have got like these traditions and things going on. But so what does it look like around your house?
Yeah, no crazy traditions. I mean, just eating lots. Probably start drinking quite early. Obviously, big Christmas thing. And you were saying, what was it? You who was saying, what's the most important part of the Christmas dinner? or yes, absolutely 100% the gravy. I feel like you can put gravy on anything.
That's a new edge. I love that.
You can put gravy on absolutely any hot food, and it's going to taste nice, really, isn't it?
Gravy on rice.
I've had gravy.
Love gravy. You ever seen that Peter Kay sketch when he goes to? He says he goes to London, and he goes in. He goes, "Love chips and gravy." He goes, "Got no gravy." It's like, "Got no gravy." It's like, "I've curry sauce." It's like, "We don't curry sauce." As they're out moist. You're out moist. Like, yeah, Southerners don't understand gravy on your chips. They do here though, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Loved
it. Like pie, chips, peas, and gravy all over that here. Loving it.
So, Laurie, have you got two small children, one small child?
I do, yeah. 4-year-old twins.
Oh, right, are they? Yeah. So obviously, are they at that stage now where Christmas starts at 3 a.m.?
I'm not sure. They're pretty good at sleeping, so it probably starts 7 or 8. But this has been a great year. They're really, really pumped for it. You know, we've got the. Although it's given me the big dilemma about do you lie about Santa Claus, because I don't. I think lying to children is terrible.
I'll just pop up on your Christmas day for you.
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. You can give them a message, but. Yeah, no, it's a real. Obviously, I've gone through with it and I have lied to them, so it wasn't that big of a dilemma in the end. But I don't know. It's a tough one,
It is a really tough one, and do you know what? I remember when my son was at primary school in England. Apparently, before he knew, and that. Well, I think at 9:45 we can say stuff like that. But before he knew. I think he was trying to show off at school like he did know. So he went around telling a few kids that Santa Claus wasn't real. And this is a Catholic school, by the way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? He's gone around at a Catholic school telling kids that Santa Claus doesn't exist. And we got a phone call from the school bollocking us, basically, saying it's not fair that Shay's going around telling people all this kind of stuff. And I was like,
oh, wow.
That's a really weird one, isn't it? The school is ringing up. Bollocking us for our kid telling the truth.
How old?
How does that work?
How old was he?
He was about 8. But I was like, and he didn't know for sure. I think it was one of those things where he was trying to act like
Fardo.
You're like grown up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know it." So he didn't even know himself. But yeah, we got a phone call bollocking us for he's ruining Christmas for the kids.
That's superb.
I was like, that is bizarre, isn't it? Especially with a Catholic school. Do you know what I mean? I thought the Catholic school would be like, bollocks, it's all about Jesus. Fucking about red man in his suit with his funny hat. It's not to do with him.
And it's Coca-Cola.
It's all about the baby Jesus. Do you know what I mean? I thought it'd be like that, but they were like, "No, can you have a word with him?" I was like, what an odd thing to do. You wouldn't do it on anything else like that, would you?
No,
do you know what I mean?
No, but I'm such a spineless coward with it. I never really commit. Be like, "Oh, Daddy, will Santa Claus come down the chimney?" He might do. Yeah, he might do. So I basically say yes, but without wording it in that way, so that maybe take a couple of videos. So when they are older, and they're like, "You lied to me." It's like, look at this. Technically, I didn't agree to any of this.
I think you'll find I turned the question back to you when you said, "Will said to do you think he will?" Interesting.
Just for all of us, is like, when was your sort of first recollection of that moment when you find out Santa's not real? I'm still waiting. I've got to be honest.
I don't remember the first recollection, but obviously having a brother 3 years older than you know what I mean. You kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that probably didn't help. So it was pretty early.
He came to piss on your chips, didn't he?
I can't ever remember believing in Santa Claus. Put it that way. I can't remember that. So yeah.
I remember the year that I found out. Not because I found out, just because I kept thanking my mum and dad for the presents, and my brothers were going, "Oh God, can you stop saying thank you for everything? It was better last year when you just went, oh, Santa got it. And you didn't say thank you for everything." So I was making them feel bad because for years they hadn't said thank you. So that year they didn't say thank you either.
Right.
And they were bollocking me for saying thank you because I knew it was them now. Do you know
Gregor, as a resident 12-year-old, do you still believe in Santa?
Of course, he's right here. I can see it.
I was a bit worried about that, to be fair.
He's been governorified. He's visited the land of Govan recently.
Oh,
he got the tattoos and the cigarettes.
Oh yes, the heroin.
He's had a hard year. Do you know what I mean? We've all had a hard year, but look at him. Do you know what I mean? Full of tattoos, cigarettes, rum.
Well, I had the last 18 months off, and I so it's fine.
Well, he just knows he's got a busy night in 2 nights. He's like, well, fuck it. I
Exactly.
might as well have a few drinks now, because otherwise I'm not going to get. I'm not going to get any in a couple of nights, am I?
This doesn't fit. Go on.
You know the Snowman? Who's the guy? Raymond Briggs. Who
Raymond
wrote
Briggs,
it?
yeah.
Do you know about his follow-up? He did a follow-up about Santa Claus.
Father Christmas.
Yeah.
I love it. It's my favourite fucking thing.
But yeah, and it's just basically about Father Christmas just being a raging alcoholic and
Yes.
how he hates it all, and it's just like screw this, and like sits down with a glass
Brilliant.
of wine, and like the whole thing. It's just yeah.
You
Father
did the
being-
voice perfectly, by the way, because he does go, oh, fuck.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. So yeah, have you got any stuff for us, Laurie, in terms of like any Christmas? I know I don't want to steal your thunder on any TikToks or anything like that, but I love stuff like, you know, this is where this came from. Like whether you got anything like a custom came from, or words, or
Well, I have a question. I have one question that I wanted to ask Laurie. What's the origins of the word Yule?
You know what? I actually looked this one up a couple of days
Brilliant.
ago.
There you go.
You say brilliant, but I've now forgotten it.
Okay.
I didn't look that. I remember it wasn't interesting enough to make a video on. I looked up, so that suggests to me it was either uncertain, which to be fair, most of the time when you look things up, it's uncertain. Nobody knows for sure. Yeah, no, I can't remember, but I remember it was not good enough to make a video. The one I will give you, which I did do a video on this a couple of days ago, is the origin of Xmas. Lots of people think it's taking Christ out of Christmas. Actually, actual fact, it comes from the X. It looks the same as the Greek letter He, which is the first letter of Christ in Greek, and that's where Xmas comes from. Yes.
So weirdly enough, myself and Mike had an impromptu Christmas quiz on Thursday, and I asked him the question, "What does the X stand for?" And of course, a lot of people said Christ, and I said, "No, it's the X for Christos, or whatever you say." That's where it came from.
It's the same thing, but anyway.
Yeah. So Laurie's just
he didn't give me the points. We haven't quite fallen out about this, but he didn't give me the points for that. But we're all right because I won the quiz anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was like, "No, it doesn't mean Christ. It means Christos."
No. What I said,
what does Christos mean then?
No, what I said was, why is what does the X mean? It means Christos, so rather than Christ. Otherwise,
that one for me sounds like it's all about the wording of the question for that one. If you're going to,
it doesn't matter anyway. I battered it
by 2 points.
Yeah, exactly. It was the dramatic finish, though. We've started doing when me and Baz do a quiz together. We started doing at the end. It's like guess someone's age or guess the year, and you get the maximum you can get is 0 if you get it bang on, and you lose points for how far away you are. So it gets a bit hairy towards the end, and he was devastated because I had to get Shane McGowan's age within a year.
3 years, yeah.
Within 2 or 3 years to win, and I got it bang on, and he was devastated.
64.
Oh, there you go.
It was 63, was it?
64, no, 64.
64.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, sorry. He is 63 currently. He's going to be 64 on the on Christmas Day. Christmas Day, that was why. So on Christmas Day, he's going to be 64.
Nice.
There you go, tremendous. Well, I was going to invite another guest on to have a chat with us, but I'm looking over to my left. I can just see. Oh, here we go. It's all right. I can see another one. I thought they're both gone, but no, we've got another one here. And I just think, in terms of inclusivity and diversity and stuff, we've got like Baz is half Malaysian. We've got an Englishman who is married to a Korean. We've got a foreigner. And we're Greg is sitting there going, "Does he mean me?" Yes, I do. And now we got a beautiful lady.
Oh.
So here we go, and here she is. You'll know who she is because she's a friend of the show. She's been on a couple of times. She's been guest host on this show.
Yes, she has been. Yeah,
she has, hasn't she? I think I remember. Here she is. It's Mrs. Claus. Do you want? I'll put you there together. Look, there you go. Me and Baz are still together, and Kelly and you there. Hello, darling. How are you? Oh,
that went flat, didn't it?
Had a great intro then. No, I can't hear her. I can't hear her. She's probably saying, "Show me your Santa hat," or something like that.
Anyway, she'll no doubt
Show
dive
me
into
a life hack.
Are you on mute?
Nan, are you on mute?
Anyway, look, I feel it's time for we should all have a drink.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll have that conversation while Kelly's figuring out what's going on with the audio. So,
Oh, yes.
I can hear you now. I
Right.
forgot the internet works slower in Newcastle. Sorry, we should have given you a bit more
Yeah,
notice.
it was.
Hello, how are you?
And is everything all right?
I can hear you now. Yeah, it's a bit clunky, but it'll like last time it wasn't. It sorted itself out anyway.
Right. Okay.
How are you?
Jill Cowie said, "Is lady now a nationality?" I didn't mean it like that. I meant diversity. Come on now, look at this. Look at this. Look at this diverse spread of people from from all walks of life.
I feel like Kelly, I feel like you're the female auditor in our group to sort of like dispel the manliness and sort of spread it out slightly.
Nah, not really. I'm probably worse than most men.
We've met you. I agree with that.
Baz, you painted your nails. Do you know what I mean? You're trying to dial it down a bit as well.
Exactly.
So, Kelly, how are you? I've not seen you for a while.
I'm good.
We don't need to go into it, but not that there's anything to have. But Kelly recently had an operation and she's recovering and she's very good now. Thank you very much. We had that
I had an organ removed. Had an operation. Had my gallbladder out. So it was an interesting. It's been actually really good. The operation was fine, went well, and it was only 4 weeks ago, and I was absolutely fine. So
the good thing about operations is just it gives you loads of content, right?
Yeah. I need to do a final follow up. So I did a few videos. I did one when I was like off my face on morphine, which was quite interesting.
Oh, we quite often do the podcast like that.
I missed that one. Well, there's an idea for a podcast. Can anyone get hold of some morphine?
Yeah, I see Greg was backed off there.
But yeah,
methadone.
so I did a voiceover when I was in hospital, and it's hilarious, like listening to it back. But yes, I had a great nurse. Tom looked after me, as he's saying in the comments. So I'm just reinforcing.
He's also saying you've got gigabit broadband, the liar.
Yeah, we've got it's like 500 like something or other. We've got very very fast broadband, but my AirPods can't keep up with it.
It's okay. So yeah, we'll have that conversation. And now there's enough of us to have the chat about it. So we know that Greg has told us he's on Tenants. I was on Aldi's Finest, Aldi's Pretend Stella, which is actually better than Stella.
Nice.
But now I've switched. I'm on drink.
Oh, hang on!
I've got a third drink to go on to later, but I'm on Prosecco for the time being.
I thought, Laurie, are they your sponsors, Laurie?
Laurie, is that from the Advent calendar by any chance?
It is, yes.
I wished that I was into craft beers just because I kept walking past a 12 beers of Christmas thing in Aldi, and I thought I really wish that I would enjoy that, but
Yeah.
I would just probably just kind of spend the whole time just going. I mean, they're all right. Do you know what I mean? They are all right, but I'm just not. I'm not cultured enough.
We've got one.
What's our resident Geordie drinking this evening then?
Malbec.
Oh,
Posh Geordie. I was expecting Lambrusco or Brune.
I'm classy. I live in Gloucester. No one's going to get that reference, but that's a very nice thing.
I just.
Jasmine.
We just need to point out that Greg is doing his best James Bond villain impression just there by stroking his own face.
He's just like, I actually lived in Newcastle for a couple months.
Whereabouts?
It's very nice. See, I knew I was about to get asked that.
It's always going to be the question, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, Greg, if I ever get you on the quiz, your fucking geography is one of the rounds. I'm telling you now. You can't even tell us where you live.
What was it close to?
Newcastle.
So I was, yeah, it actually was really close to Newcastle Stadium. I was about I was working at Northern Stage. So I was like 5 minutes up the road from there. It was quite rough, but it was nice. But,
See, you should have just said Jesmond, because anybody outside of Newcastle just says, "I've been to Newcastle." Where'd you say, Jesmond?
Yeah, Jesmond's
nice. That's where all the posh
the
students go and live.
The wife's asking, "Is it Fenham?"
Yeah, it was near there. Actually, the street I was staying on was really artsy. It was the surrounding area that wasn't that I was told to avoid it. But it was near Fenham.
We've got the wife and Rob Appleton and Mr. Kelly in the chat section trying to guess this. This is better than quiz night.
Yeah.
You cover the
could be that.
Have you noticed
the West End?
Have you noticed neither were covering the screen though, or looking away?
So yeah, the wife reminded me that I've got something that I bought for last Christmas. But for those that don't know, my wife's just gone. She just passed her anniversary of a year of not drinking, which she put on Facebook, and loads of people congratulated her on her recovery. And it was like, no, it wasn't like that. She just decided she didn't want to drink anymore. Anyway, I bought something on about the 15th of December last year for our we'll smash this at Christmas, and then she decided she didn't want to drink. So I still have it. It's still here. This is 4, but I don't know what it's called, but it's 4 bottles of Prosecco in one.
That's a Magnum, isn't it? Is that a Magnum?
No, a Magnum's 2.
Oh, 2. Okay, Jeroboam.
I have no idea.
Let's bring in Mr. Knox. Mr. Knox would know. Come on, these are words.
There you go. There you go. We've just given him some content, even if he doesn't know the answer.
What's the other one? Nebuchadnezzar.
There's a Methuselah,
Nebuchadnezzar,
Jeroboam. All of them ones. I don't know what that one is, and I'm almost glad that I don't get to drink it because it doesn't fit in the fridge. So you've got to drink it
outside.
Tepid.
Yeah, just hang the bottle out the window and keep your neck inside.
Well, I'm going to wait until I've heard there's some snow coming, so I'm going to wait for that and then just chuck it out in the garden. And then I'm going to, because it'll last 2 days, won't it? And I reckon
not for you, won't.
Well, I'm saying that it'll last 2 days, as in it'll still be fizzy.
Yeah, you'll have drunk you by then. Though.
I can definitely do it in 2 days. I won't fancy. Well, I could do it in 1, but I wouldn't
do it.
That's a video, that is, isn't it? Alive.
It's like, well, TikTok have relaxed the rules a bit on alcohol now, but I think if they saw me chugging that thing, I think the community guidelines would soon kick in.
You couldn't hide behind your arm like that, could you?
Oh, hold on. Rob Appleton said it's a Jeroboam or a double Magnum.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yeah. I don't have the wife to help me out with it, and I can't put it in the fridge. So that's the only reason there's been such a significant amount of alcohol that's been untouched for a year.
I want to know if there's a Jeroboam of Buckfast.
Oh, that's just death.
I mean, it's a wine, right?
Well, I can't remember if I told Laurie's had enough. I can't remember if I told you this, Gregor, last time you were on, but the petrol station near us in the booze section. I mean, they say petrol station, the shop of the. It's not like they've got like unleaded diesel and like vodka. Like you just like it's not like that. I'm just saying in the shop they've got in the booze section they've got like white wine, red wine, and then it's what does it say? Is it like to treat? To treat. So that's where the champagne is. That's where the like expensive stuff, and that is where Buckfast is in the section. I was like, who are you trying to treat? Who though is going to go? Ooh, thank you. Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Treat, stroke, put in a coma.
Oh. Well, like I said, we're 31 podcasts in here, and podcast number 1 had to be cut short on the edit. The edited highlights are only 45 minutes, even though the first podcast lasted about 3 hours. And that's Buckfast's fault that I had to cut it down to 45 minutes.
And tequila.
I destroyed the rest of it. I had a ritual burning of the footage.
So I've got a question for Kelly. Kelly, what's your sort of? How does your what's your typical Christmas day?
So for a long time, my typical Christmas was I only ever wanted to go to my mum's. So like me and Tom have been together for 13 years, and like for literally like 10 years, I was just like, I don't care what you're doing, I'm going to my mum's. Like that's it. I don't care. And then he started coming to my mum's for Christmas as well. And then it was only last year that we had our first Christmas like in our house. So we've had to make our own traditions. Because even going to my mum's, like I would literally go to my mum's in my pajamas, like up until like the year before last. I was just like, I'm going there first thing in the morning. I'm getting a stocking. Mum's making us breakfast, like that. So yeah, that was my traditions for a long time. But now we can now relax a little bit more. We have our Christmas morning, we open our presents, and then I make Christmas dinner.
That's pretty much how Scousers live their life, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But so that's kind of my mum's Canadian, so I don't know whether my Christmas is different so there's a bit more nationality in the mix. But my mum's Canadian, so we have like big pancakes and bacon and maple syrup for breakfast. And then we don't eat our Christmas dinner till about 5 o'clock.
Is it British bacon or Canadian bacon?
Ooh.
It's great. Yeah, it's just whatever Tesco's has got. Yeah,
it's proper bacon.
It's probably
a bit of travelling. I'm not the most worldly traveler, but I have travelled to a significant number of countries. And to be fair, I've not been to Denmark, so that clarifies on this. But nowhere does bacon properly. No, UK, Ireland, and I'm guessing Denmark do bacon properly.
Yeah.
But you just can't. Continental Europe, I haven't got a clue what bacon is.
I don't really have a preference, to be fair, but we have proper maple syrup, so that counts. So we have proper Canadian maple syrup, everything. Oh, so nice. So now I have to do that because Mum's not there, so I need to. Oh, Tom's going to make the breakfast this year.
It sounds like having Christmas round Buddy the Elf's house.
Yep.
That sounds amazing. I want to come too.
Sometimes there's a fried egg, maybe, but it's big, proper, thick Canadian pancakes.
So I'm just looking at the 5 windows in here, and I've just noticed that Laurie, is this your typical Christmas attire that you got on right now?
My Christmas attire, yeah, my Chef Wednesday jumper. That's.
I don't own one, so I had to put a Christmas hat on. So I don't own a Christmas jumper.
I thought you were saying you don't own a Sheffield Wednesday jumper. I was like, I'm not surprised.
I don't
Why would
own
you?
one of
That's
them
a
either.
stupid thing to me.
Yeah, I don't. I might not be able to live in my house if I did own one. So.
Gregor, have you got a ghost in the house? Because that door keeps opening.
He can't hear you. He's not getting his
He's
headphones
letting the cat in and out.
Oh, well done. No, we were just wondering, Greg, let him get his headphones back in. We're just wondering what.
Here he is.
So Kelly's just wondering, is it your cat that keeps opening the door?
Yeah, he keeps coming in. He smells the tenants and he's like,
The Glasgow cat.
Amazing.
I reckon there's a story in that somewhere.
Oh, hang on. One Emma Sneddon just said spaghetti and maple syrup. So we need to address this comment.
It's from Elf.
Spaghetti and maple syrup. That's off Elf.
Yeah, exactly.
It's from Elf.
So my point is, has anyone ever tried that?
No, I mean I like spaghetti and I like maple syrup, so I can't see why it wouldn't be nice.
Exactly.
It's like
I've had chocolate.
You know that logic doesn't work for everything.
Oh yes, chocolate pasta. Chocolate pasta is nice.
It's really good, yeah. Yeah, it's actually great.
Right, I'm going to try and get. We've got one more guest to bring on.
Can we get Joshua on? Because I need to go and fill up my wine glass.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
well,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get Josh wrong, but his screen's black. So, like Kelly's is.
Yeah, she's got to get wine, so she's excused.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring Joshua on. And I messaged him and said, "Are you ready to come on?" And he said, "Yeah."
Oh, there you go.
But his video's not working. So bring him on anyway. Let's see what
I
happens.
can't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, well, sorry, I don't know till this moment that it didn't work. Very sorry. I'm going to have to leave you all. It's been lovely.
Can you turn your light on, Joshua? Is that the problem?
He's sat in the dark.
I've got too many lights. I've got a light on over the place. I'm going to have to go. 'cause there's no
Oh,
other way I
shit,
can
yeah. I was just like, do
fix this.
you know what? We're in an energy crisis. He's got to save money here.
Exactly.
Oh, so Joshua's had to go to come back. So that is, like, it doesn't matter what technology you're working with. Turn it off and on again is literally the only. Here he is. He's here now. I can see him. Right, I'm going to bring Joshua on. So, right, I'll roll it back a few. Ooh, who do you think our next guest is going to be? It's a man. He lives in London. He likes Rubik's Cubes. He's going to be on the telly with us some point in the spring. We can't really talk about it, but you'll be sick of hearing about it when we are actually on the telly. Here he comes. It's you. Look at that. He's half elf, half gangster. I'm loving it. Hello, Joshua.
Oh. So it wouldn't be a Christmas special without being beset with technical issues. Here he is.
Hello,
yeah,
Joshua.
But all of your voices are like three. They're like so I have no idea what's going on.
Is this any better?
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Well, there's 4 of us now. Hey, see, look at this. Here we go. He's come back now.
Sound is the right level now.
Oh, you got it?
Oh, there we go.
Yes. All right. Now I can put in my headphones. I still don't understand what you're saying, but I know it's the right level.
Okay. Good stuff. See, this, to be fair, we've always said that this podcast is set in a virtual pub. Now Kelly's wandered off for a piss. Joshua's the mate who turned up late and then doesn't really know what he's doing. You know, Phil hasn't turned up at like last minute, said he can't come. Rachel's saying she's going to turn up. She might do. Who knows? Do you know what I mean?
Or Denise.
There you go. Yeah. Well, could be either. Could be both.
Good evening, Joshua. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, guys. I'm full of Christmas cheer.
So I'm loving this. I'm loving this outfit. Is this typical of Joshua?
Yes, I've always been known for my pessimistic jolliness. So this is what I use to display that every year. I also have these. They actually light up, so I don't know if they will light up very much for you. No, not at all for you. Fantastic. Oh, a little bit there, and they jingle. I need bells that jingle.
So Joshua, coming from a theatrical background. Oh look, Kelly's actually gone to a different room completely.
Okay.
So yeah, Joshua. So coming from a theatrical background, I'm assuming Christmas is quite a big time of year for the theatre and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it's the time where everything booms like crazy. We've got Christmas lights up absolutely everywhere. In terms of like the streets are lit mostly by Christmas lights more than the actual lighting. And I love it. It means that the theatres end up pretty packed. But this year, obviously, is a bit of a strange disaster. It's kind of gone like it's gone to its busiest time. They're finally making their money back, and then everyone's ill in every show. So there's not many shows running. It's a bit like the football situation. There's not a lot running.
Well, I was going to say you made the comparison with Christmas. With football. I think it's very different to football, isn't it? I mean, like Laurie and Mike are very football orientated. I'm pretty sure that they would say it's nothing like football.
Well, Laurie spots Sheffield Wednesday. He's well aware of things not running. After the Sheffield Wednesday players, I should imagine. Excuse me.
And I had a ticket for this week, but got called off.
Oh, is that gone as well? How often do you get to see him, Laurie?
I've only been once this season, so since I've been back, probably only 3 times a season on average.
It is a fair way, though. To be fair, do you know what I mean?
Indeed,
it's not like you live on Ecclesall Road.
Oh, good knowledge.
Joshua,
Union Sheffield. There you go.
All right.
Joshua, I'm all right. Have you been? In my head, I think have you been to see a football match lately, or is that totally just a dream?
Never. No. Where have you made stuff up? No, of course not. Why would I go and see a football match?
There you go. That's you in a nutshell.
Never. I don't know. I don't need a fight. I can get beer anywhere.
Where did that come from, Baz? It's like you've never met Joshua.
Well, no, maybe it was in one of
funny, but me, you, and Joshua spent more time with each other than I spent with my wife in the last 3 weeks.
Oh no, I was just wondering. Maybe it was a hotel room chat at 3 a.m. when we were due to cap at 6. I'm not quite sure. It's all still a bit of a blur, to be fair.
But no, I'm still yet to. I haven't been to a football game since good old, 2008, when my brothers decided to finally give up on trying to convince me to become Spurs obsessive. The third game they took me to that Spurs lost was when they decided that I was a suicide supporter. So I was bringing it down for the team and therefore must be out. Which I was fine with, and since then I've been firmly out of the game.
Your audio's not great, Joshua.
Yeah, it's either I chose mine over yours. It's either I can't hear you or you can't hear me. Which one would you prefer?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say that way.
Can everyone hear me?
Personally,
yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Is it a bit better? I've changed to my laptop because it's
Ooh.
something a bit
there you
of
go.
less of a
What
lag.
can I do?
You
There
can
you
What
talk.
I can do.
Right now, now there's 6 of us. Now we're corporate as the particularly wanky people in my jobs used to say when we were in the meeting. I've got something that I think we can do together. Now the 6 of us can play together. Right?
Oh,
Give me a
great.
second.
I thought it was just getting pissed. I thought that's what we were doing together.
I thought we were talking about Christmas.
Yes, we are. I think this is about to become Christmas encapsulated.
And on that subject of getting pissed, I don't know who organised it. The November the 13th
Here it
meetup.
comes.
Hang on.
Oh.
The November. Was that the one I couldn't go to? The one in Manchester?
Yeah. Carry on, Laurie. Go on.
I'm gutted. I really, please bear me in mind next time. I would love to have gone there.
Oh, we're doing it again.
I was the same.
Okay,
Yeah.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
couldn't. It was a couple of days before my operation, so I couldn't go either, and I had major FOMO.
That's a reasonable excuse, to be fair. It's,
Yeah,
also, my
I've
work
been
pulls an
sliced
all-day
open
Saturday training session, so it's kind of Anyway,
yeah. When the excuses came in, you had a training session, so you couldn't turn up to our piss up, and Kelly said, "I'm having my body opened and some of it taken away." So I was like, "Okay, yeah."
I'm having an organ.
Right.
A tiny little hole in my stomach. Anyway.
Gregor,
Right. What I've got. Look at this. I've prepared something here now. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see it well enough?
Yeah.
I might have to turn the lights on to white. Hold on. Yeah, you still can't see it very well. But anyway, we're going to play the World Cup of Christmas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what that says there. So we're going to start with, we're going to do 3 topics, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to start off with 8 things here, and we're going to decide head to head which is the best.
Okay.
And between us and the chat section,
All right,
we're going
okay.
to decide which is the best out of it. So this is the section that I said is that this is going to solve your problems this Christmas, because everybody argues about what the best music is at Christmas. Everybody argues about what the best film is at Christmas, and everybody argues about what the best food is at Christmas. Right?
Okay.
We're going to solve it right here, right now.
Buck fast.
So I've pre-selected
Second that.
8 things for each one. So if your favourite's not on there, tough. So do we want to start with music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, we're going to start with music then. Right, so
It's gonna be
we'll
last
start with
Christmas.
you, Baz. Baz, right. I'm going to put the quarter-finalists in the order that each one of you tells me. So, Baz, give me a number between 1 and 8.
I'm going to go for the top end 8, please.
I just realised I don't have a method of sticking these on. The light's still on. I need some sellotape. So what are you going, 8?
Yeah, 8, please.
Wonder if I lick it on and stick it, will it?
Oh, nice. So good.
Well, it's holding for now. You can't read it, but that's Last Christmas by Wham.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go to the next quarterfinal, so we don't know who's playing who just yet.
Right.
So,
I think
Laurie,
Driving Home for Christmas is on here.
Ooh.
Laurie, I need a number between 1 and 7.
number 4, Carlton Palmer.
Number 4, Carla Palmer. Wouldn't it be weird if I'd written number 4 Carlton Palmer on the back of this one?
No, it's quite within.
Yes, it would have been weird. Of
No.
course I haven't. Oh, thank you. There you go. The wife was listening. It's very good. My beautiful assistant. I'm going to put a little bit of sticky tape on the back just in case. Called it sticky tape because we're live on the internet. You can't say sellotape on telly. Right. Driving Home for Christmas by Chris Rea. Requested by Kelly, wasn't it? Right.
That's my favourite.
Right. We're off and running here now. Gregor, I need a number between 1. I need a number between 1 and 7 that isn't 4.
6.
6, right, 6. What we've got on
All
the
I
next quote
wanted to say
is All I Want for Christmas is You
Ooh.
by Mariah Carey.
Pish.
Okay. That one's going up there.
Guys, my battery's dying, so I'm going to quickly. I'll see you in 5, basically.
Okay.
No problem, Laurie. We got you on number 4, Carlton Palmer. We're all right. We can go with it now.
Oh.
Right, Joshua. 1,
Please,
3, 1, 2, 3, 5, or 7.
Oh no, he's showing the fingers.
He's gone
Go
3.
3.
I can hear him.
Yeah,
Joshua, I can hear you fine. They're all just hearing.
I could hear him fine as well.
Yeah, I think it's Mike's selective hearing once more.
Yeah.
I can hear what you're saying. It's just muffled, like you're
Sorry.
talking like that. Joshua's selected Fairy Tale of New York.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
banger.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the right. Baz, 1, 2, 5, or 7.
I haven't asked. When's my choice?
Oh, sorry,
Oh yeah,
Kelly.
Kelly's next. Yeah,
Sorry,
well done.
Kelly. I just remember you. Sorry, Kelly.
This diversity thing is not playing out, is it?
No, I
Yeah.
fucking hate women.
Absolute
So-
mistake.
Sorry, Kelly.
No,
When
it's
you
fine.
said-
I'll give you a
When
number
you
now.
said I want the Chris Rea track, I thought you'd picked it. Anyway,
Fine.
1, 2, 5, or 7, Kelly.
Don't want to play.
You don't want to play. Okay, we'll move
Ben.
on. You've got Step Into Christmas by Elton John. So we've got Step Into Christmas by Elton John. He's up against Last Christmas by Wham. No messages yet. No messages yet.
Okay.
So, right, Baz, 1, 2, or 5.
I'm going to go for number 1, please.
Number 1. Number 1 is I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Roy Wood and Wizard.
Ooh, big one.
Ooh.
You'll notice that when you Google like what's the most successful or what's the biggest one, they come out with loads of crap ones. So I've just gone for the ones I like. So if your favourite's not here, it's because it's crap.
Thanks, Gillian. I'm reading the comments. Don't you worry.
The nation of ladies is
Hi,
important.
Gillian.
Gillian spends half her time dressed as Morrissey. Right. Gregor, 2 or 5?
2.
It's got to be Slade. It's got to be Slade. It's got to be Slade.
Yeah, that must be one.
It's Slade.
Yay!
Well, I suspect I know what's winning that one, but I won't say it now. Right.
I'm going to be
Final
really
one
gutted.
is- I don't need to ask anybody what number that one is because it's the last one. And it is
Do
They Know It's Christmas?
Yes, there you go.
Right.
Where's E17?
That's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
17.
Weird.
You know what I said?
The
If yours
Party
isn't up here,
Jackets.
it's crap.
It's not fucking crap. It's great.
It's not a Christmas song, mate. Hey, look, you could put a white hooded parka on and have snow on the video all you want, but if you don't mention Christmas in the song, it's not a Christmas song, right?
Yeah,
I'm not having it. Not having it.
And also, just because you fall out of a car doesn't mean you're a pop star.
Exactly. Brian Harvey got disqualified for running himself over.
Because he ate too many jack potatoes.
He had too many jacket potatoes.
He said?
I don't even know what that's a reference to. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a cue.
That's what, when he ran himself over, he said that it was because he'd eaten too many jack potatoes.
Really?
Oh, I wish I'd put him in now. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Sorry, Brian.
It's not because he's a fat drughead, but that's fine.
If Thomas
Was one of
told me,
them-
find that.
Was one of them not involved with a gang? Was that not a big story about one of them being a big gang member or something?
Yeah, it was the one that looked like he was on drugs. The skinny one.
What are the backing dancers?
Right, so now we're on the business end. So, comment section, I need your involvement on this.
Here we come, guys.
I'm going to count it on. So, the first battle in the quarterfinals is Last Christmas by Wham versus Step Into Christmas by Elton John.
Oh,
coming to you-
yes.
I'll come to each one of you individually, and I'll keep a score,
Shouting out.
and then I'll tally up what the comment section's having. So, Baz, I'm coming to you first. What are you saying?
So just as a sort
Last
of
Christmas
discussion.
by Wham or Step Into Christmas by Elton John? It's not that hard.
So I love Last Christmas, but I think it's a much better song. Is Driving Home for Christmas. I was singing it today on the way home.
That wasn't one of the. Pay attention, Baz.
What?
How much rum have you had?
About
Last
12.
Christmas by Wham versus Step Into Christmas by Elton John.
Oh, well, Last Christmas then all day long.
Okay, Gregor.
Step into Christmas.
1-1. Joshua.
100% Last Christmas without fail.
Thank you, Joshua.
Kelly.
Last Christmas?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to Step Into Christmas, so it's 3-2.
Oh,
I'm going to the comment section.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Otis the Oatcake has gone Step Into Christmas.
yeah, they've all gone Step Into Christmas.
Some bird called Emma has gone Step Into Christmas.
Gregor.
I'm such a
Rob
soul
Appleton
user.
has
I'm
gone
like,
Step Into Christmas. I'm going to give it
Beer.
10 more seconds.
whatever.
Same.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to Elton John. Oh, I'm sorry. I said congratulations to Elton John just as Kathy Stewart came through, but Jill Cowie came through and said Step Into Christmas. Anyway, it's
Rosie,
clear.
thank you very much.
Step Into Christmas goes through to the semi-final.
George might be turning in his grave.
Laurie's not here though. He might have chosen one.
Well, them's the breaks. Right, so next up, we've got... I think this is a tough one. We've got Driving Home for Christmas by Chris Rea versus I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Roy Wood and Wizard.
Oh, it's a bad draw. It's a bad draw.
Right, this is too much because Driving Home for Christmas is my all-time favorite Christmas song.
Right, it's one for Kelly.
If that doesn't get picked, then I'm out.
Right, we're going to start with Baz. What are you saying?
Well, I feel kind of like I've got mixed emotions now because I do love Roy Wood, but I'm going to go with Kelly on this one. Just as I feel like as the two Santas here, we should support each other. So I'm going to go for Driving Home for Christmas.
Thank you.
Oh, you sound like one of those twats on Big Brother.
I am one of those twats
like,
on Big Brother.
Well, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like I like this person. Right, go on then. Right, Gregor, what are you saying?
I've got to be honest,
I'm
just
good.
because of tradition, I feel like it's got to be Wizard for me.
Okay.
I just remember it fondly as a wee one dancing about, so it's got to be Wizard.
Oh, sorry. Laurie's saying hello. Hold on a second. He must be back. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Please.
He's returned. There he is. He's returned just at the
finally see everyone as well. So yeah, great
Yay.
to see you, everyone. Hello there.
Will you do me a favour, Laurie, and will you just say the words "driving home for Christmas"?
So what is it?
Smells like vote
It's
rigging.
a great song versus Wizard.
ITV got into a lot of trouble for that, Kelly. So leave it out, right? The internet is still covered by like those guidelines, right? I don't want to get into trouble here. Joshua, what are you saying? Driving Home for Christmas, or I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Driving Home for Christmas all the way. Wizard is good, but also they're so drunk in that video. I mean, they're clearly, I think they're clearly so trashed. It's beyond levels. Like they can barely mime their own song or pick up a child. Like and the saxophone fake solo at the end. You go, did you not even want to try and put some any piece of effort into this moment of your life?
It's funny that Joshua is saying a lot of things as a bad thing that I'm going to say later as a reason why I like the song. Anyway, Kelly, I think you're going for Driving Home for Christmas, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, wish it could be Christmas. No, yeah.
Whoa.
Laurie, have you got your own mind, or are you going to be swayed by a Geordie in a Santa hat?
It's a tough one, Okay, the Wizard song gets you really pumped up, doesn't it? It gets you really, really pumped for Christmas. But I just get a little bit annoyed at the I wish it could be Christmas every day. It'd be terrible if it was Christmas every day, right? Because you'd get bored on day 3 or 4, wouldn't you? Let's be honest. So
Okay.
I'm going
Right,
to
Christmas gets you in the feels. Gets you like you just it gets you.
Trust a guy who talks words every day to take a Christmas song literally.
I've let myself down there, haven't I? But
You've not let your profession down, but you've let yourself down as a man. Yeah. Anyway,
Like, commit.
he's going driving home for Christmas, so I'm gonna have to go.
Emma's changed her mind, so yeah, we've got.
Hold on. I need to go up the list. So I've got driving home from someone who's clearly biased. I've got Wish It Could Be Christmas.
Go on, Tom.
Jill Cowitt, driving home. Wish It Could Be Christmas from Rob Appleton. Kathy Stewart. Otis. Right, driving home for Christmas has won that one.
Yay!
Strong work.
So that
I
goes
can't
through
lose last
to the
Christmas and
semi-finals. Right, next one is All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey versus Merry Christmas Everybody by Slade. Baz, I'm starting with you.
Slade. Not even an afterthought. Slade.
Okay. Gregor?
Slade. Absolutely.
Joshua?
Mariah Carey. You know I'm going to say Mariah Carey. You know I'm going to say Mariah Carey.
Joshua, if I had to bet both of my kidneys on the answer to that question, I would have bet both of them on Mariah Carey for you. I know you so well. Kelly?
Slade. 100%.
Laurie?
Slade for me.
Oh, Joshua, looks like you could be in a minority here. Let's go to this. Slade for Kathy Stewart. Slade for the wife. Slade for Rosie. Rob Appleton. I'm not going to go any further, Joshua, because you're the only one. And I'm not, it's like, it's not, no, Jill Cowie. There you go. This is the landslide of all. It's a landslide. Yes. I'm having that. It's the time of year for Christmas cracker jokes, isn't it? That was a landslide.
In fairness, like Mariah Carey's song is great, but not against Slade. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not though.
Yeah.
Right. Final quarterfinal. Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl. God bless her. Versus Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid.
So obviously, the Do They Know It's Christmas had a huge impact on everybody. But like literally, just because of Kirsty MacColl, and it's a fantastic song, it's Fairy Tale of New York easily.
Rest in peace,
Gregor.
Fairy Tale in New York, without a doubt. Yeah.
Joshua.
I'm on board with this one. Fairy Tale of New York.
such a tragedy how she died. Fairy Tale of New York.
Not just a tragedy how she died, a tragedy that it was fucking covered up, and yeah, that's yes.
And also, I don't agree with the words. It's not going to snow in Africa this Christmas. Like that.
Yeah.
Because it never snows in Africa. So stop telling me it's bad that it doesn't.
It does. There's mountains.
Well, it probably does in the mountains.
You find the worst lyrics in that song is the ones that Bono sang, which is tonight. Thank God it's them and not you.
Yeah.
Thank God it's them instead of you. Going, thank God it's the Africans and not you in your fucking semi-detached in Berkshire.
It is charity.
Anyway,
We're all voting against
Laurie?
it. Yeah, we're all voting.
Absolutely Fairy Tale of New York. I mean, the last two questions have not even been close. It's been like hat and pack out for me. This is...
What a great sports reference.
Yeah, well, he did have to reference someone from Manchester getting annihilated.
How many categories is there? Because we could be here until like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, we're going to speed up on the next one.
I'll have passed out before then, Kelly.
This is the best way I could get for us all to interact together and not talk over each other. So it's good. It's good. Right, so we got It's the Oatcake, Emma, Kathy, Gillian, Rob, Rosie.
Oh, it snows in Cape Town. Sorry.
By the way, Radio 2 are playing it in its original format as well, so they haven't dubbed it.
Good.
Good.
Because you know what? When it was written, faggot didn't mean that, so why change it?
One of my friends on
change.
TikTok sang it on a TikTok live and got kicked out and banned.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Just think, do you know what I mean? You can't write a song that works and then a few years later the meaning of a word in your song changes, so you have to change the words to your song. Doesn't make any sense.
Shakespeare is full of
Anyway.
racism. Shakespeare is full of racism.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
There we go. Right. Semi-finals. Quick one then. Right. So, coming to you. I'll come to you. I'll go in that order now. So, Baz, Step Into Christmas versus Driving Home for Christmas.
Driving home for
Stepping
Christmas.
in or we're driving?
We're driving.
Driving. Gregor.
Step into Christmas, man.
Ooh.
Step
He's
into Christmas.
stepping. Joshua, are you driving or stepping?
Driving all the way. Apart from I can't drive.
Driving.
You got you drive.
Kelly.
Driving home for Christmas.
Nice.
There you go.
Laurie?
I don't even know the other one. Yeah, driving.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't know Step Into Christmas?
Can someone
Elton
sing it for me? Maybe
Maybe
I'll
I'll
do it.
Elton John, Step Into Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know that. Sorry.
Yeah, still driving.
Still driving, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
This could be a travesty. I'm going to go Step Into Christmas.
Oh,
And then we're going to the comment section.
Oh, everyone's saying Step Into Christmas.
Otis with Step In. Jill with Step In. Rob Appleton with Step In.
Thank
the
you,
wife
Emma.
with the wrong answer.
Thank you, Emma.
Amelia with... Hold on. That's that.
Thank you,
Oh, that's
Kathy.
all right. Have we got any more?
Thank you, Amelia.
Kathy Stewart has gone with it. It's just... Kathy Stewart's just tipped the balance there.
I think Tom's got bored, so he's not on my side.
I tell you what, if you were telling us we were in trouble for not going for driving home for Christmas, he's in the spare room tonight, isn't he?
That's it.
Right, driving home for Christmas makes it through to the final. Where we go?
Yay!
Right, there we
that's
go.
right. That was good.
Oh God, what's it going to be against though?
Next
Am I
semi.
gonna blackmail everyone into.
Next semi is Merry Christmas, Everybody by Slade versus Fairy Tale of New York by.
Oh shit, that's an
Ooh,
awful
this is-
one.
oh.
Ooh.
Well, I'm sticking with my favourite, which is going to be Fairy Tale New York.
Gregor,
I would agree with that. Fairy Tale in New York.
Yeah.
Joshua, you still going with Mariah Carey for this one?
It would have won, you should know, but Fairy Tale of New York.
Fairy Tale of New York. Kelly,
Pogues. Yeah.
Laurie.
I need one.
For me, with music, it really depends on your state of mind. You know, if you just want to get pumped up for a night out, you
Yeah,
probably
you're
go with with Slade. But if you
Yeah,
just want to
true.
sit there with a glass of whiskey and feel intelligent and stare out through the window, I'm going to go Fairy Tale New York.
You missed out the heroine.
I'm going I'm going Fairy Tale in New York as well. And let's have a look at the comment section. So, Gillian Cowie. Oh, it's the oatcake. Kathy
Everyone
Stewart,
said Fairy Tale.
the wife can't spell Pogues, but I'll let her off.
It's the pissed version. And even
that's
it's just a drink.
I say she's pissed. She hasn't drunk for a year.
Yeah, that's
How
what
much
I'm
did she drink the night before? Rosie, yeah, everyone is. It's a clean sweep. And don't get me wrong, Slade is a brilliant song.
It
It's
is,
a tremendous
it
song.
is.
But up against Fairy Tale in New York, didn't stand a chance. So, right, the final. Oh, Kelly, I'm looking at you for like this could be an awkward one for you.
I don't think I stand a chance.
Okay, Baz, quick one. The final is Driving Home for Christmas versus Fairy Tale in New York.
So I've supported Chris Rin all the way through, but I'm switching allegiance now. I'm sorry, Kelly, but like literally, it is the epitome of Christmas song, particularly like at the moment. It's got to be Fairy Tale New York. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry.
Well, sorry. Gregor?
It's got to be Fairy Tale.
It has.
I'm
Joshua?
also going for Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale.
There we go. Kelly?
Driving Home for Christmas.
Is that because he's a Geordie?
What?
Driving home to Desmond. Laurie?
You scumbag, I'm going to go for the Pogue.
There you go. Right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just bang, 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 bang. Pretty much Kelly. It's
Wow.
Kelly, you're the only one. And I admire your loyalty to Geordies, but
Love a bit of Chris Rea.
Fairy Tale of New York is the winner.
It feels the right decision. I mean,
It does. It does. I'm going to take a
As it
picture of that.
doesn't, but you know, we'll be all right with it.
I'm going to take a picture of that. So if anyone queries how it all turned out, that's how it turned out. Right, we're moving on.
Oh God, what am I going to be passionate about this time?
Wow, this time we got
Christmas
two
dinner.
more. We got right. We're gonna move on now to. Might try licking and sticking. That works with the first one. Right, we're gonna go now with. This could be controversial, but it'll solve a lot of arguments once the actual winner. Solve a lot of arguments at Christmas. We're going with food. Christmas food. Right. Baz, give me a number 1 to 8.
8, please.
8 is. That is pigs in blankets.
It's going to be hard.
Gregor.
Hungry after this.
6.
Number 6 is. Oh, hold on. Number 6 is Brussels sprouts. Joshua, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, or 4.
Joshua 3, please.
Joshua 3. I didn't even notice that last time. Right, Joshua 3 is cranberry sauce.
Ooh.
Right, Kelly, 1, 2, 5, 7, or 4.
4.
4. The big fat bird.
Last.
I mean, I'll never not have anything else, but it's not my favorite.
Let's not try and. It's like I'm gonna ask. Right, so Laurie, 1, 2, 5, or 7.
Number 2, Rhoda Nielsen.
Oh, now this is one. You know when like they do the draw for the FA Cup and stuff, and it's like, this is one of those moments. We've got roast potatoes up against pigs in blankets in the first round.
Oh shit!
We're all devastated about that. Okay.
Phil looks the most devastated.
Right. So we're back to right. We're on to Phil C now. Phil, do you want 1, 5, or 7?
I'm gonna go for number 7, please.
Please stop an impression.
What was that?
Mate, I'm not being funny. You're shit at doing an impression of Phil C, but your Josh Widdicombe's incredible. So, gravy.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
No.
Oh,
Right,
mate.
I'm not being funny. We're not going to that yet, but if you want to pick sprouts over gravy,
yeah, you weren't shooting.
you're a twat. Right.
Sprouts
So,
one.
Gregor, 1 or 5?
5.
5. We've got stuffing.
Ooh.
I love stuffing.
Fucking up stuffing up against cranberry sauce. It's like tallest dwarf, isn't it? Right.
Stuffing can be like it can be made in very different ways.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And that leaves Yorkshire puddings up against turkey.
Oh, there you go. That's all right.
Oh, that's right.
Right then. We're gonna have to go to basically like City against Liverpool in the first round here.
That's crazy.
We're gonna have to go with pigs in blankets versus roast potatoes.
Yeah. So as a vegetarian, like I feel conflicted because like I remember.
I'll tell you what. I'll solve that problem. I've smothered those roast potatoes in goose fat.
Yeah. No, irrespective.
They're covered.
I've still got a memory about what they were, and they were always the first thing that I'd go for. So, as a vegetarian, I'm still going to go. And Kathy will hate me for this. I'm still going to go for pigs in blankets.
Good man. Not that I'm saying pigs in
Kathy.
blankets is going to win, because I'm still troubled by this whole situation. I feel I eased your decision there by saying that the roast potatoes were smothered in goose fat. Gregor, what are we saying? Roast potatoes or pigs in blankets?
It's a tough one, but I'm gonna have to say pigs and blankets because potatoes are more diverse.
Yeah.
And I would take mashed potato if I couldn't have roast. But pigs and
Good
blankets,
shout.
you kind of.
There you go. He's got a backup plan. Do you know what? When you know, there's this stereotype about Irish people and potatoes and all that kind of stuff. It's the only place in a restaurant I've ever been offered 3 different types of potatoes, one after the other. So it's not a stereotype. They love the spuds over here.
What was the third one, Mike?
Huh?
What was the third option?
Or like mashed, roasted.
Oh, you get mashed, roast, and chips. You
There
get
you
off
go,
them all.
Chip.
One after the other.
But
They don't
boiled.
oh, you got your potatoes then?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I heard a little blip. I think we might have.
No
What?
way.
We've got
Rachel.
another guest. We've got another guest. She's 11 minutes late, but you know what I mean? Like I say, she's. Like I
Join
say,
the
this is a real
conversation.
pub. This is a real pub. We've all been in for a while. We've all had a few drinks. She's rocking up.
I've had more
19
than a
minutes
few.
before last orders. I hope she's had some pre-drinks. Here she is. It's Rachel Spicer.
Hey.
Luckily, Patch Up is one of my favourite games.
Do you know what, Rachel? I love the fact that you've gone with the beautiful Rachel to here, and then Denise from the neck down.
She's with me all the time, you know? Like,
It's,
she's
it's
just
amazing.
I literally nearly wore the exact same jumper.
Oh my goodness.
And that's
is
not
that
even-
likeness?
We would have been complete twins.
How much fun would that be?
Two Denise's in the same room. Sorry about that.
You've joined us at a crucial moment in the World Cup of Christmas.
Right?
So, unfortunately, pigs in blankets have been drawn against roast potatoes. So I'm on to Joshua now. Joshua, what are you saying? Roast potatoes or pigs in blankets?
Pigs in blankets all the way.
Kelly.
I'm gonna have to go with roast potatoes. Like, I don't know, like I've always
No, Kelly, like I say, this is like the FA Cup draw, third round. City and Liverpool. They should have been in the final, but what can we do? We've got to go
I mean,
with it.
I'm a Newcastle fan, so I like the underdogs. So let's go with roast potatoes.
Yeah. So as a Newcastle fan, as I am, you're used to your favourite getting dropped out in the first round, aren't you? Right.
I'm used to them losing 4-0, so
Exactly.
on the Sheffield Wednesday.
What we saying, Laurie?
I'm going with roast potatoes. Okay, put it this way: you can have a good roast. You can have a good roast without pigs and blankets. You know, if you have beef, for example, you don't have pigs and blanket, do you? You can, but take away roast potatoes. It's not a roast, is it?
they're immense roast potatoes.
I tell you, he's got a good point. He's a very. It's not a surprise that he's a logical man, is it? Do you know what I mean? Right.
Is this like what makes like Christmas dinner?
It just means what do you want on your Christmas dinner out of those two? If you can only have one of the two, what are you having?
I'd say pigs and blankets, but that's because it's Christmas. Because I have roast
Yeah,
patties
that's
with
what I
a
was
lot of
thinking.
things.
That's exactly what I
Like,
was thinking.
I have them weekly with my roast dinner, but like a Christmas dinner needs the pigs and the blankets, you know.
Rachel Spicer has roast potatoes weekly.
Yeah.
She didn't realise, but it now means that I'm moving in with Rachel.
We have a roast dinner every week.
When they ask why I moved to Scotland after why I left my wife and moved to Scotland,
Do you know
this
how
will
to
be
make
that
them
moment
extra
when they
crispy?
say like she said roast potatoes once a week.
And if you put them in like goose fat, stop it.
Oh,
Like,
we've
gets it
put them in
crispy.
goose fat. We've caked them in goose fat.
Yeah.
Right, Kathy roast potatoes. Oh, hello. Kathy roast potatoes. Rob Appleton roast potatoes. Emma's struggling. Jill pigs in blankets. Emma's gone pigs in. Emma went there. The two best parts of Christmas dinner, and then followed it up almost immediately with pigs in blankets, 100%. So she wasn't as troubled as we thought she was.
I've always
Kathy
disliked
Stewart says she
Phil.
has
He's always trying
rice
to get
with a
in the
Christmas
way, isn't
dinner, which is she's not normal. Pigs are going to roast potatoes. It's the end of the potatoes. And right. Phil C84, what are you saying? I've just realised you've turned up.
Well, from Kent, not from Kent. All the people in Kent like raw potatoes.
He's definitely not from Kent.
Yeah, so I'm going to go for pigs in blankets.
He's got pigs in blankets, and it's the winner. Roast potato goes out in the first round. What a tragedy.
It's
Right.
not a roast without roast potato. You know what I mean? You can have roast potatoes. You put anything there, and it's a roast
but it's a
dinner,
Christmas
right? I mean,
roast.
that's how
If
it
this,
works.
if this conversation was about a Sunday roast, you would undoubtedly have a landslide.
I'd be
or a
with you.
landslide. It doesn't work with.
A land-
It's like
yeah, it doesn't.
it doesn't work. Okay, so fucking up, right? Can we all agree? We can speed this up by saying it's gravy against sprouts.
Oh, yeah, gravy.
Gravy, Gregor.
Yeah, go for it.
Gravy. Joshua.
Gravy.
Joshua, I didn't hear you.
Sprouts, gravy. So sorry, gravy.
Gravy.
He's sleeping.
Laurie.
Gravy all the way.
Gravy. Okay, you said gravy before everything happened. Rachel.
Gravy.
Even though you've come dressed as a sprout, what are you saying?
Gravy. 100.
Gravy. Like we don't need to go to like that's
Yeah.
That's like Barcelona against Hartlepool under sevens in the first round. Right.
Emma Snedden has said that gravy ruins a meal. I think can you block people on this?
I've tried to for 20 years. I tried to block her in real life for saying shit like that. You know how much Northern boys love the gravy?
Yeah.
Gravy's like a meal in itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
She doesn't like wet food. What can I say? Do you know what I
I
mean?
love gravy.
Right, we're on to which is the tallest dwarf out of cranberry sauce or stuffing?
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's
Is
easy
it?
one for me.
Neither gets on my
easy.
plate,
So
mate.
easy.
Well, so the thing is, it's like cranberry sauce generally is there because it goes with turkey. So, and I don't like turkey. So I said when we did this on the podcast last week, I put stuffing up really high because I love stuffing. So I'm going for stuffing.
I'm going to clip that audio of you saying that you put stuffing up really high, and I'm going to put no context in it whatsoever, and that's going to be all over the internet. Thank you very much.
What is people's concept of stuffing? Because I grew up with a Canadian mum, and the stuffing I think is amazing doesn't have meat in it, so it's like bread and sage and carrots and onions like stuffed in the bird, and then it's cooked in all the juices. It doesn't actually have like sausage meat or anything in it.
Can you save that audio as well, Mike?
Yeah, stuffed in the bird cooked with no sausage meat. I'm on that.
Gregor.
It might be controversial. I'm a cranberry sauce man because for days after, we'll like be snacking on it, and I'll make sandwiches, and cranberry sauce is kind of essential to that kind of Christmassy aftertaste.
It'll be
not essential to that, like a turkey stuffed with cranberry sauce.
Stop debate, Kelly. Pipe down. It's not question time.
I think like the meat to condiment ratio probably not for me if I'm trying to keep it Christmassy. I'll have the.
Don't forget, Gregor puts the cranberry sauce in his Buckfast on Boxing Day. So.
That's not all I put in there.
I know, but stuffing in Buckfast is no good, is it?
J3.
Joshua. J3.
Kelly, a stuffing is only worth having unless there's sausage involved.
Ooh.
Only.
Again, another audio I've just clipped.
Good. I was trying to give you a good one there, Mike.
This is gold here.
Yeah.
But I'd still go with stuffing, surely. Stuffing for sure.
Stuffing for sure. Again, that's my text alert. Right.
On Christmas Day, I'm going to send you all a bit of my stuffing. Like how amazing!
Literally, like the audio podcast is just going to be this 5 minutes. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. It's just innuendo overload. Kelly, you're saying your mum's stuffing.
Yeah, my mum's stuffing.
Thank you. Thanks for repeating that. That'll do. Laurie.
I mean, cranberry sauce is rank. I mean, it's just rank. So stuffing. Stuffing's great, but even if it wasn't, no way cranberry sauce.
So we're about to find out whether the Scottish are being partisan here.
So let's see what's Rachel. Rachel, what are you doing now?
Stuff me.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of cranberry sauce. Why do I want fruit in my Christmas dinner?
It really is Christmas, Rachel.
I need to thank you all individually for the tremendous audio clips that I've got from this round. It wasn't planned, but thank you all so much. I'm definitely going to do a TikTok of like, have you ever heard Rachel Spicer's reaction to when she got 1.2 mil? Stuff me. So,
is there a better way to celebrate? Who knows?
It is Gerald.
You know about the No Context Hearn, the Eddie Hearn account?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a great context.
Look, no context locking. I'm all over that. Right. Stuffing has made it. I didn't have to vote. I've just licked stuffing, which wasn't pleasant. Right. Turkey versus Yorkshire puds.
Right, there's no
Baz,
contest
you're up.
here.
Right,
I-
so
Go on.
you don't have
Kelly,
Yorkshire-
it's not question time. Pipe down. I'll come to you in a minute.
You have Yorkshire
Stop
pudding.
trying to influence everyone.
You don't have
Stop
Yorkshire
trying to influence people. Shh.
You don't have Yorkshire pudding at a Christmas dinner.
Kelly,
Right, so in my moment here,
she can say what she wants now.
I've always thought that Turkey
I've
deserves.
muted her and she's started doing hand signals, so she's gone completely. So I'll bring her on when it's
You're
her
done.
time. She's
You're
a
done.
live wire, she is. I knew I should have brought a Geordie on. Baz, away you go.
So even going back to the days we want to still ate meat, I really didn't like turkey. It's dry and it's like it shouldn't be there. So it's Yorkshire puddings all day for me.
Okay, Gregor.
Turkey, man, it's like quintessential Christmas. What are you on about? You only have to have it one time a year. It's only dry for one meal.
It's a good point, but no.
Joshua.
Yeah, I feel torn. I feel like I'm going to have to go with turkey, but again, as a loyalty thing, I don't really like it that much either. But as a loyalty thing,
I grew up on
for
goose.
Christmas.
Okay.
Good man.
Well, we're going to bring... I was going to bring Kelly back in the room, but I can see what hand signals she's doing to the camera, so I'm not sure. Here she comes. There she is. Kelly, you can talk now. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I forgot that I muted you before I took you off. I need to unmute you. Ready, go.
Sorry, turkey, whatever. I'm not bothered now.
Laurie.
I mean, I don't know what's the methodology we're using here. Is it what's quintessentially Christmas?
Or what you like?
What do you want on your Christmas dinner? One or the other?
Okay, Yorkshire pudding. Like if it's
Do you actually have Yorkshire puddings on a Christmas dinner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah.
Hell yeah.
Madness.
Rachel Spicer.
Madness.
Oh, I don't know. No, it has to be turkey for Christmas dinner. I have Yorkshire puds every week also, but they have a special place in my heart, so that really hurt.
I'm weighing in on it. I'm weighing in on this before I go to the comment section. Yorkshire pudding all day long. Despite being from Lancashire, Yorkshire pudding. I'm talking Yorkshire pudding all the way because turkey. I don't care about tradition. Turkey is just shit chicken. You don't eat it any time of the year because it's shit chicken.
It is.
And don't say like, but it's a bit like people who say like, but eat sprouts. Oh, have you ever had them sliced in bacon? No, because do you know what? When I eat something that tastes shit, I don't feel obliged to eat something that tastes shit and cover it something that tastes nice. I just don't eat the thing that tastes shit. So there you go. There's my little rant.
Hang on, I've got to vote for Yorkshire pudding.
Right, Phil C84's gone for Yorkshires. Right. I thought he would do. Right, let's have a look. What we're saying. Oh, my son says, hi, Gru. Sorry, I mean Rachel. You know what?
My whole comment section, I've been getting so many mails on Instagram of just people sending me pictures of Gru, Mike Wazowski, Slenderman. Like,
Rachel, my son used to think me doing all right on TikTok was cool, but I never overtook Joshua, who is his favorite TikTok, and I think you two might be neck and neck now.
Oh yeah.
I can't even I mean, it's like you get 200,000 followers on TikTok, and even your son doesn't rate your stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's what I've got to live with. Right, here we go. So Rob Appleton's gone Yorkshire puds. Emma's gone Yorkshire puds. Kathy Stewart's gone Yorkshire puds. Jill Cowie has gone the T-bird. I know there's a gangster way of saying turkey. But
The T-bird.
Yorkshire pudding. Do you know what? I'm glad that happened because turkey's fallen off and I don't know where it's gone. So, right. Let's go. Let's go quick. Semi-finals. Baz, pigs in blankets versus gravy. They're both dead things, so you've got to make a choice.
Damn it. That's such a tough one. I'm going to go on my vegetarian side. I'm going to go for gravy because I think gravy makes any kind of roast or any dinner, in fact, at all, even chips.
So you're
Oh,
going to
okay.
go with gravy because
Sorry.
you're vegetarian. So you've
Yeah.
gone for the one where they boil the bones of a dead animal.
No, they don't. You could just have vegetarian gravy.
I didn't say we can have vegetarian pigs in blankets.
You
Anyway,
can, but they're shit.
Right, okay.
I've tried them. They're shit.
so he's gone gravy. Gregor, what are you saying?
Pigs and blankets.
Pigs in blankets. Joshua.
Yeah, pigs and blankets.
Yeah. Kelly. Are you still annoyed with me?
Silent treatment.
I can't hear you. Oh,
Great at miming.
why have you gone on mute? I'll take you off mute. How have you gone on mute without me? There you
Do
go.
a mime. Do a
You're
mime.
back.
Which one?
You're back. No, it's...
I didn't mute myself.
I don't mean you've seen my hands the whole time. I've been over here at the board, the magic board.
Well, I didn't do it.
I think I may have lost a friend tonight.
Gravy.
You're on gravy. Laurie.
Gravy, like I say, you can take pigs and blankets out. It's still good.
Yeah.
If you don't have gravy, it's not a roast.
Ruins the meal without gravy.
Rachel Spicer.
We say pigs and blankets. Again, I have gravy quite a lot.
It's all even. I'm going to go.
Oh, is this a decide and vote? No
No,
pressure.
we've got the comment section. I'm going to go gravy simply because I'm going to have to go back to turkey being shit chicken. Turkey needs help, and gravy is the help.
Turkey's shit, but like I'm just like all about the tradition. Like I just have to.
That's all about the tradition. That's like
Shit.
If everything was all about tradition, we'd still have slavery.
Oh.
Move on.
Okay.
Came out of nowhere.
Now I have to move on.
That's how passionate I am about
I
turkey
thought you were
being
going to say
shit.
goose. I thought you were going to say goose, and you went down the
Exactly.
side.
Gregor's got it.
Goose,
Gregor's got it.
slavery.
Tradition is goose, not turkey.
Now I have to move on because you mentioned slavery.
Anyway, there you go. So Emma's gone pigs in blankets. Rose has got pigs in blankets. Pigs in blankets takes it by 1 point. Which one's that? Right. Pigs in blankets into the final. Right, we've got. Oh, come on. Can we just give? We've got Yorkshire puddings against stuffing. Can we just give Yorkshire puddings a bye into the final? We don't need to chat about that, do we?
No.
No, nobody's going to put up a
Stuffing,
fight for stuffing
I would argue
against
stuffing.
Yorkshire puddings.
I would argue
Stuffing.
for stuffing.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold
I'd
on.
argue for
Right, well,
stuffing.
we'll go with it. So, Baz,
Well,
stuffing or Yorkshire puddings?
I voted for stuffing like long before this, so I'm going to stick with stuffing.
Good man.
An idiot. Right,
Sorry.
Gregor.
It's good. Well, I mean, I don't really particularly like either. Well, I mean, I like Yorkshire puddings, but I wouldn't have it at Christmas. So I'm going to go Yorkshire puddings anyway, because I feel like out of the two.
Good. Joshua, you said stuffing, did you?
You
I
know,
don't hear you, Joshua. What are you going?
Another silent
stuffing.
Stuffing, okay. Kelly, you gone stuffing?
stuffing, please.
Yorkshire pudding's only for beef, so yeah, stuffing for me.
I love how proper you are.
Yorkshire pudding's only for
Just like-
beef.
Yeah.
I tell you.
No, you just said. Is
When
Yorkshire
else-
pudding's only for beef? Is that like a rule?
That's the rules. Apparently.
rule.
Yeah.
Pigs
No,
and
it's
blanket
not.
for poultry.
That's Laurie's rule.
Yeah.
Rachel, you
Have I
gone
been getting
Yorkshire?
it wrong?
Yorkshire's. Yorkshire's.
All day.
Yorkshire.
Right, so we've got Kathy Stewart on stuffing. We've got Rob Appleton Yorkshire Puds, Emma Yorkshire Puds. Jill Cowie's gone stuffing. Rosie's gone stuffing. Even with my vote for Yorkshire pudding, stuffing has got.
Yeah, okay.
Stuffing's got to the final. You lot are fucking weirdos.
But we eat the best Christmas dinners.
That's what you got us on, Mike.
Let's hope this goes. You know,
That's
Jimmy
good
Savile,
stuff.
what's going on with that? What's going on with that? And I don't mean anything other than the cigar before anyone mentions anything. Do you know what I mean? You can't even mention that guy's name these days.
We'll call you Mr. Big because that's the only other person I know that smokes cigars.
Oh, I
If
don't-
anyone gets that reference at
He's
all.
dead.
Tricky
He's dead,
reference, not
unfortunately.
bad,
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! God's
Can I-
sake.
Can we get an honorary mention for bread sauce? I feel like that's been.
Oh, yeah. How
left
actually?
out.
I see a division in Scotland there. Did you notice what happened there? Gregor went, can we get an honorary mention for bread sauce? And Rachel Spicer
really?
almost
Don't
threw up her
lie.
lungs just at the thought.
I think it's amazing. I used to hate it. I love
I
it.
don't
You
judge
see,
people. I don't judge people, but I'm judging you right now. Not gonna lie.
bread sauce
But
is
weirdo
special
behaviour,
patter.
especially on a Christmas dinner.
Gregor.
What would you think?
Gregor, you've
Is
started a
everything
civil
okay
war.
at home, Gregor?
No, it's fantastic. Listen, I got really steaming last year and put it on a pizza, and it was really good.
Wow.
Getting worse.
So
Getting worse.
Gregor's asked for bread sauce to be involved in this based on the time he was pissed and put it on a pizza. I can't fault the guy's logic. Do you know what I mean?
It's great.
The wife said it tastes like sick in a bowl, which is probably why I've never had it.
If you came to being drunk, you'd put kebab in this list, wouldn't you?
100%.
That was also on that pizza. It was a doner pizza. Yeah.
100%. I always, when I get I don't do it anymore, but when I used to get a kebab, I used to get 2 kebabs because then you'd get one for eating then and one for the morning.
No.
Which
Oh, a kebab in the morning.
Yeah, done it.
just wait until I tell you how you serve it.
How do you serve it? Tell
If
me.
you've not tried a kebab meat and ketchup toasty,
Ooh. I was going to.
there you go.
I was gonna
If
say
you
before, but
if you have leftover kebab meat, bit of ketchup in a toasty, taste sensation. Anyway, I
Absolute
digress
savagery, that
from
is.
I digress from the inevitable here. Right, pigs and
Disgusting.
blankets versus stuffing. Let's go quickly, Baz.
So listen, I'm not going to get shit on here, but like I'm going to go for stuffing because I chose stuffing the other night as my favourite thing on a Christmas dinner. Sorry,
you're staying true to yourself.
And I had
like
words with you about that.
You did.
Right, let's go. Gregor.
Yeah, pigs and blankets.
Yeah. Joshua.
Pigs in blankets. Blankets within pigs. Pigs, whatever.
Pig wrapped in pig. Kelly.
Sorry, what am I choosing between?
Pigs in blankets or stuffing?
Stuffing.
Oh, good, like it. I'm not the only one. It's a Santa hats.
Ever since you said
I know, I'm
kebab
not
meat
Christmas here.
and
Yeah,
tomato
Christmas
ketchup
dinner.
toasty in the morning after night, I'm just questioning whether I want to live anymore. To be honest, what's the point of this? I mean, yeah, pigs in blankets, but I mean, just...
Laurie, don't judge it till you've tried it, mate.
Even talking about it is giving me a heart attack.
and you do
Mate,
everything,
it's got ketchup. It's one of your 5 a day.
and you cook everything in batter.
I've still never tried a battered Mars bar.
Have you not? You're
I've
not
never
missing
tried
out.
it. I'm
Is
not.
that a staple?
I've heard the opposite.
No,
Nah, it's
a bit
just
of a
gooey,
myth.
man.
Right,
It's
Rachel, what are you
really
saying?
gooey.
Pigs in blankets
Pigs.
also.
Yeah, pigs in wrapped in the blankets.
I'm going to guess what Phil would say. Phil would go with pigs in blankets.
I'm definite he would have done that.
Yeah.
If anyone's joined us late, he's not dead. He's just got COVID. He couldn't turn up.
Wow, that went dark.
That morbid.
Well, it did look a bit like a memorial every time you held him up like that. I'm just clarifying the situation.
Say he's
I'm
not
not
dead,
getting-
but how long since you last heard from him?
Oh,
You say I turned it dark.
I know he's not dead because I'm not going to get a tattoo on me. Get a tattoo of him anytime soon. So,
Right.
Would you get a tattoo of me if I died?
Oh, 100%.
Oh.
Stuffing. And yeah, so they weren't the casting vote for. Apparently, both of my dogs have voted for pigs in blankets. There, but
Yeah.
even if they
My dog
have voted for
being in that
stuffing,
too.
pigs in blankets have won that one. That is the winner, right?
Kilted sausages from Gillian Carrot. I like that. That's a great.
Kilted sausages. I do like that.
Wait, I
That's
can't
right.
see
Scottish
the
team
chat.
that won't end. This Scottish team has got to end. Scott talk. Scott,
Why
Scott,
don't you
Scott,
Jack
Scott.
Scotland?
This Scottish thing has got to end.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't leave the union. No, 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 no! Don't take me the wrong way here. Don't leave the union.
Joshua, finish.
Mate,
Finish.
Mate, you say that, but I think they should have opened the Scottish independence referendum up to the whole of the union.
If they do, can you bring the border slightly lower? To,
I think
like,
I'd have voted.
Newcastle-
I'd have voted yes.
Newcastle is basically Scotland. Let's be honest.
can we bring Newcastle to like into Scotland, and we'll be fine. Like Wall's End, and then all that's Scotland. I'll be happy with that.
It comes down as far as Bedford, as far as I'm
But
concerned.
it's been debated for a long time. Right? Do we just want to sit around and have a chat, or do we want to go with movies?
Let's go Christmas movies. I love it because I think
Die Hard, yeah. Die Hard.
Right, we're gonna go fast track. Right, we're gonna go fast.
Yeah.
8. Okay. 8. First up, you've got It's a Wonderful Life.
Ooh.
Never seen it.
You're not missing much.
I only put it in because it came as number 1 on
Lovely.
something. Right, Gregor. 1 to 7.
3.
Joshua don't like you anymore. Right,
I feel like it
3.
could be more Christmassy.
Oh, sorry.
Because Joshua's going to have to think now. Right, Polar Express.
Nah.
Yeah.
Snowman better be on this.
Give me a minute.
Christmas.
Sorry, before we move on, Gregor, you know when you said that thing about bread sauce?
Oh my god,
What
that's
about
amazing.
Grace Jones?
Hello?
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, you're not going to honorary mention the snowman, are you?
I can if you want, but otherwise I'm not going to mention it.
Oh wow,
Right.
Rachel.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we just have a moment for
She's
Rachel?
just like, I'm not.
Look how,
Sorry, my
how
mum's just appeared
amazing
in my
that
room
looks.
trying to see how she can watch. She's not very so. I know. I just felt unchristmassy, and everyone else is Christmassy. Like we've got the Lidl's top, we've got the Santa hats, we've got the baubles round the neck. I was like, I need to step up, don't I?
You've just gone to 1 million on that.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
than
Gone 0 to 60 in 4 milliseconds. Right.
Laurie's
Joshua.
gone. Laurie
Laurie's
decided
gonna
that he wants to
find
do Sheffield
something.
Wednesday as a man.
Laurie's definitely. I reckon Laurie's going to come back with a pig in a blanket as a moustache.
Or smeared in a Christmas pudding.
Or
I
just
don't like the
put it on
Sheffield
his head.
Wednesday look. Oh, that was great.
covered in gravy.
Hey!
Hey!
The toppings off in 3, so there we go.
There he is.
That's
Joshua.
Christmassy.
Joshua, in the absence of number 3, what are you going with?
In the absence of a 3, I double it to 6.
Good man.
Sadly.
Good lad. It's like
Smart.
playing shut the box.
Really
3's already gone.
lights.
Think of it like that. Number 6 is Die Hard.
Oh, that's not a Christmas movie. Even Bruce Willis said it wasn't a Christmas movie.
Bruce
Absolutely
Willis
is a
said
Christmas
it wasn't a
movie,
Christmas movie
100%.
because he went, it's not a Christmas movie, it's a Bruce Willis movie. But the director said it was. So
That's like
It's
saying Harry
based at
Potter's a
Christmas time
Christmas
of year
movie.
because everyone comes together for a Christmas party. That's
Yeah.
why it is definitely set at Christmas.
So I think
somebody said the whole premise in the movie wouldn't have worked without Christmas
I saw
because
that
there
on
wouldn't have been
TikTok.
that many people in an office at that time of night without Christmas.
You saw that on a TikTok. Was it probably the same TikTok I saw?
TikTok's very educational.
Yeah.
Everything I know I learned from a TikTok. I've forgotten everything from 2 years before.
Yeah.
I
Was that
literally,
what-
like,
I've learned more
I-
on TikTok than I did in high school.
Oh, 100%. But does anyone in like the normal world go, oh, I read this on an article?
No, not anymore.
I've learned so much from TikTok in the last 2 years. Most of it's bullshit, but that's all I believe anymore.
Yeah.
Right, Kelly, what are we doing? 1, 2, 4, 5, or 7?
2.
2. You've gone for the Grinch, and I mean the good one. The good one with
Jim
The good one
Carrey.
there, the OG.
The Jim Carrey one.
Oh, by the way, I quite often cite Laurie as like if you haven't heard it on TikTok, you need to see Laurie because like he's the most educated person I know.
Oh, don't know about that. I'm a
Look at the rest of us on here.
Laurie, 1, 4, 5, or 7?
Let's go 5, Peter Shirtliff.
Right, Peter Shirtliff is Love Actually,
Oh, I love actually.
and that's up against It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, good.
That's a
Gregor
bias.
mentioned the Snowman earlier. Has anyone watched the Snowman this year?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I mean, I watched it again this year. And I forget every single year. It's brutal, the ending, especially when you watch with small children.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. I mean, it's
Spoiler alert: he melts. Right.
It should have an 18 warning on it, I think.
It's bad.
Mrs. Christmas Tree, 1,
Yes.
4, or 7?
4.
It's ironic that I've got 147 because you're triangle shaped and you've got what looks like snooker balls all over you. So number 4.
Bubbles. Christmas
Number
bubbles.
4 is Elf.
Elf.
Good one.
Ooh,
Phil's
this is
back.
a difficult round.
Phil, what are we saying? 107.
Let's go. Let's go for number 1.
Sorry, Josh Widdicombe has gone for number 1, which is Home Alone.
Oh,
Home Alone up against, and number 7 is Gremlins,
oh, that's all right. Yeah, it's all right.
which I brought in for obvious reasons.
No snowman, but you've got gremlins.
Controversial.
Gremlins is a Christmas
my
movie.
Christmas
It's
film
about
week.
Christmas. It's about
It
a
is.
present at Christmas.
I
Yeah.
refuse to watch Gremlins though because I can't deal with like cute
You can't even
like
see the
animals
stars.
having personalities.
You can't deal with cute animals with their personality, but you can deal with them when they go green, big fuck off things and start harming people.
And yeah, you're on our
The
podcast,
Grinch never
Kelly.
harmed anyone.
Who didn't?
Can't deal
The Grinch
can't
doesn't
deal with
harm anything.
Gizmo's too cute and I refuse to watch it.
You can't deal with cute things.
You're not a fan of cute things.
You hate your dog.
It just makes us too sad. Like I can't watch ET. Like ET makes us like physically upset. Like just even the thought of ET. I just can't do
Right,
it.
here's a spoiler alert for the
Yeah,
TV
go on.
show that me, Baz, and Joshua were in. Look for the ET moment. I can't
Better
say any
believe
more
the
than that,
ET.
but
I'm
when it
excited
comes
for
on
this to air.
telly, look for the
Won't watch
ET
it if it's
moment.
ET. If it's ET related, I won't watch it.
Here, when it actually comes out, we should just all meet and watch it together. Get drunk.
Yes.
Yeah, but then they
I
might
miss-
edit
I
it
miss
together and make me look
Sanchez
like a
turning
twat. So I want to hide away when that happens.
Editing. Did they edit that, or would that just be the real?
I think
Yeah, I don't want to be in the same room as
Kelly,
Mike when he
you've
sees what I've said
turned.
about it.
You've turned, Kelly. It's
shows-
your
it just
fella
shows
still in the
you my
chat
true
section. Can we
friend.
get that? Can we get that line taken off, Kelly? Can we have a word? Right,
cut
here,
that
we're going
little
into.
That just shows you my true friend when I start. I hate you.
So it's just fallen off. We nearly had roast potatoes against Elf.
Elf.
Roast potatoes.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I tell you what, there might be a fourth round in this. What would you rather have? What would you rather go without at Christmas, Elf or roast potatoes? Anyway, right, first round, quick guns. It's a Wonderful Life versus Love Actually. Baz.
No contest, Love Actually.
Love Actually. Gregor.
Love Actually.
Joshua.
Actually, all the way. Love Actually, all the way.
For Joni Mitchell.
Kelly.
Love Actually, 100%.
Laurie.
Love Actually, because I've seen it.
Good answer.
Rachel Spicer.
Me too. Love Actually, because I've seen it.
Oh, I see. We don't need to go to the chat section. We're going straight on.
Everyone
Love
said
Actually's
Love
in there.
Actually is fine.
I've just licked the back of Martine McCutcheon. Right, let's go.
That was,
Oh, she's a fucking twat, by the way. I'm just going to say that right now.
I'm sorry, Mike, that was far too slow of a lick. We don't need to
I have a Martine
I only
McCutcheon
licked her back.
twat.
When I only licked her back. There's nothing
It was still
sexual
wow
about
wow
that.
wee woo. It was still wow wow wee woo. This is PG.
Baz, I want that
PG.
story, man.
Oh, I'll tell you, she's a fucking idiot.
Right. Anyway, let's move on.
Yep.
So, Polar Express versus Elf. I could have
What?
tried to sway the vote by saying pedo train driver versus an incredible film about an
Elf.
grown-up elf. But anyway,
Right. So, Mike,
Right.
you know my answer. I don't even have to say this one. It's easy.
Everyone say their answer at the same time.
Right, 1, 2, 3. Elf.
Elf.
Ah, I hate myself.
everyone said Elf, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Elf.
Apart from Rachel.
I know. I was thinking like Polar Express, but then my brain then automatically went to Elf because then that must be like the true feeling
Do
deep
you know what?
down.
Even if Polar Express had beaten Elf, I would have overruled it. Sorry, Laurie. Laurie wants to speak.
Number one, I've never seen either. Number two, I agree with Gillian Cowie. Why, Baz? I want to know. Why do you hate Martine McCutcheon? I really need to know.
Yeah, we
Okay.
need that story.
Have we got time? Okay.
We'll come on to that after
We'll do
this.
it after. We'll do it
This
afterwards.
is taking long enough. Let's get this done, and then we'll come back to chatting about Martine McCutcheon. Anyway,
What a cunt.
even if Elf had lost the vote, I would have put it through because that film there is full of cartoons that look like humans. They're too humanistic to be cartoons, and they're too cartoony to be humans. And he looks like he should be signing some kind of register. So that's why he would never have got past square one.
Tom Hanks is a national treasure, though, so let's not
Yeah.
say anything bad about
Not a
Tom
national
Hanks.
treasure, but yes, absolutely. a national treasure.
He's an international treasure.
National treasure.
In that
Die
film,
Hard
you-
versus Home Alone, Baz.
Sorry, say again.
Die Hard versus Home Alone, quick fire.
Oh no.
Quicker.
Tough one.
I do think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but I think as a pure Christmas movie, Home Alone.
Gregor?
Home Alone. There we go.
Home Alone. Ah, nice.
That's the Scottish.
Him Alone.
Home Alone.
Him Alone. Right.
J3.
J3.
Home Alone. Home Alone.
Kelly.
Posh compared to him.
Just say in my most Geordie accent. Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
That's it.
Laurie, have you seen either of them?
Yes, I've seen both.
Wow.
As somebody with 40-year-old kids, Home Alone is just bliss. So yeah, I'm going to go for Home Alone.
Rachel.
Home Alone. Home Alone. Home Alone.
Look, she's trying to build bridges now after what happened before. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. She's trying to hands across Scotland and all that. It's like it's beautiful to witness.
How close are you in Scotland? Like, what's the where are you each from?
Well, I'm going to take a guess here and say you're from Edinburgh. I can kind of.
No, I'm
am I right?
Falkirk.
Oh, Falkirk, right. So you're closer to Edinburgh, right, than Glasgow? No?
So, Greg,
I
you're
feel like
from
I'm closer to
Glasgow.
Where are you from?
I'm south side of Glasgow. So,
Great, not far at all.
Whereabouts? Just outside of Glasgow?
in a little area called Giffnock. That's when I was born.
Giffnock?
Yeah,
No, that's close. I'm like 20 minutes from Glasgow and then like half an hour, 40 minutes to Edinburgh.
And also, Greg is 6 foot, so you could meet him up and not look down on him.
Yeah, exactly. You're the same height and
I'm
same
thinking-
same height
I'm
and same
thinking
nationality. You're
the
virtually
female Grey on
twins.
TikTok,
Right.
basically, so
Home
Well,
Alone's won that
that's what
one.
we're after.
Home Alone's won it, but fallen off. Right. Oh God, that's going up there. Grinch versus Gremlins. I suspect to know which way this is going.
I'm going to go for the Grinch because Grinch is a proper Christmas movie.
Gregor,
Grinch.
J3.
Joshua.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Joshua didn't have to speak.
I'm loving this month's cube wall, by the way.
Kelly.
Thank you.
What a ridiculous question.
Kelly.
Grinch.
Laurie.
You seen them?
Gremlins. No, I've never seen Grinch, so Gremlins.
Okay.
I was going to ask if everything's all right at home with you as well. God,
Rachel.
the Grinch, special place in my heart.
Oh.
I do love the Grinch, but you know, I am legally obliged to vote the wrong way on this one. But anyway, even
If
the wife
you do,
disagrees.
You're the only one.
No, it's
Oh,
being wrong.
Emma's added a J into it like an Irish word.
No, it's gone more Norwegian, I think. Right, let's go whiz through these semi-finals. Right, Love Actually versus Elf. Baz, one word answer.
It's 2. Love Actually.
Elf. Hold on, just before you answer, Gregor, sorry to interrupt you there, but right. So, Gregor, what's your answer?
What?
Love Actually or Elf?
Elf.
Yeah, correct. Joshua.
At least I'm not the only
Be
one.
threatened. I will not be threatened by this screen attack. Love Actually all the way. Oh no, I'm going on it.
Sorry.
Love Actually.
I didn't hear what you said there. Like, Kelly.
What? Sorry, I wasn't listening at all. I was looking at my notifications.
Love
on
Actually.
TikTok. Sorry. What's the question?
Elf.
Or
Elf.
Love Actually.
Elf or Love Actually?
Love Actually.
Fucking hell. Laurie.
Love Actually.
Jesus. Rachel.
Elf.
Everyone in the comments.
I'll bring my two friends back. By the way.
Sorry.
Well, Love Actually is all
I've
around.
got another two. Right. Anyway.
What about Love Actually?
Oh, Jesus
Who's
Christ.
Sophie?
So we've got Otis, Elf, Emma, Elf, Kathy, Love Actually.
For nothing more than Emma Thompson like receiving that
Love
that
Actually,
Joni
Love
Mitchell
Actually.
CD.
Oh,
Oh, gross.
Right, you're all fucking idiots. But,
breaks my heart. Breaks my heart every time.
Yeah,
Love Actually's beating Elf. I'm questioning my friendship with the fucking lot of you. But anyway, it's in. Right, Home Alone versus The Grinch. Tricky one. Baz.
No,
Oh, that's the worst one so far. I'm going to stick with my favourite, which is Home Alone.
Gregor.
Home Alone.
Joshua, are you obliged to go with your mate?
Oh, he's moving him out the way.
think wisely, Joshua. We're pals.
Home Alone indeed. I'm sorry, buddy, but come on.
Kelly.
I'm thinking a little bit differently of you.
Home Alone. Has to be Home Alone. I've seen it 12,000.
Laurie.
Home Alone.
No,
Rachel.
Grinch.
Rachel's gone The Grinch.
Am I going to get silence now? And
Like,
I'm
green power and all that. That's it. Green power.
That's me.
Right.
Yeah, that's sick with my green goblins, you know.
So, Otis has gone The Grinch. Jill's gone The Grinch. Alison's gone Home Alone. Emma's gone Home Alone. Kathy's gone
Rob,
The Grinch.
Rob's
Robert's
gone Home Alone.
Home Alone's made it. Oh God, no, wrong one. Home Alone's made it to the final. Right. Quickly through now. Please God, don't let me down here now, people. All right.
So,
Love Actually versus Home Alone.
So as much as I love Actually, Home Alone is by far, as I'm concerned, a better Christmas movie.
Thank God we can carry on being friends. Gregor.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. Joshua.
Love Actually.
Oh, I love you.
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
It's Love Actually. Yeah.
What did he say? Love Actually.
He said Love Actually.
Yeah, Love Actually.
All right.
It's
Well.
around there.
Kelly.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. Laurie.
Home Alone.
Rachel.
Home Alone.
I thought you were going to say The Grinch.
I've gone Home Alone.
Yeah, no, The Grinch.
Alison's
sorry.
gone Home Alone.
That's been my acting goal since I knew I wanted to be the actress. Was I want to be the first female Grinch? Universal Studios has still not got back to me. So I am still hopeful that they will cast a female Grinch.
Okay, so the final results have been counted. Love Actually got 2 votes. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang got 1 vote.
Did I miss that?
Home Alone wins with 9 votes.
It's a good winner. It's a good winner.
Thank the Lord that Home Alone won that one. So brilliant. So now, having lost Love Actually in the final, and while you're saying that, while you're explaining why Martine McCutcheon's a cunt, I'm gonna have some of this.
Good choice, my man.
The
I have
captain.
somehow managed to finish a bottle.
I know. I've finished my bottle and I'm not opening another one.
I've been bullied into this in our time away in the hotel together for no reason.
Baz's pub.
Wine in the fridge upstairs, please. If Kathy, if you're watching this, if you can bring up the bottle of wine, that'd be great. Let's see if she's watching.
Oh, you're so lost in showbiz now, Rachel Spicer.
So Baz, I've got a question. As the expert of Morgan Spiced, because I'm such a newbie.
Yep.
Should I go with vanilla Diet Coke or regular?
Oh, everyday vanilla, because it's just a game changer. Every day is a game changer.
Wow, not trying that.
Kathy Stewart just said Donald Trump was in Home Alone. He was in Home Alone 2.
2, yeah, he was in Home Alone 2.
Was he? Yeah, so we can all vote for Home Alone without fear of supporting Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And we've got a new commenter, I think, as well. So I think we need to mention her. Alison Gibson. I don't think she's. Oh no, she's been there before. Okay. So.
That's Ali G.
I
from
think she is. She is the only one in the States. Tina and Max were here earlier from Indiana,
and Alison's from Arizona.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, Baz. While I'm making myself a drink,
Go on.
Do you want to expand on Martin McCutcheon as a cunt?
So I'll keep it quite short. Back in the days when I was working as a doorman, we had a charity evening at the nightclub I worked at, where like a large number of the cast of EastEnders came because they were playing a football match at Rushden and Diamonds the following Sunday, which is the day after.
Was Martin McCutcheon a centre back?
She fucking should be. And also, so she was one of the cast at the time. They turned up. I was given the task of being the person that escorted around the club, and I would spend the whole evening like with the other cast. Oh, by the way, who played Phil Mitchell?
Steve McFadden.
Oh, mate, he had to go home at like 10 o'clock because he was fucked, proper wankered. Anyway, the evening went on, and every time people came up to Martin McCutcheon and said, "Oh, can I get an autograph and a photograph?" She was like, "Oh no, I'm too busy. I'll do the voice. It's Phil's voice. Yeah, no, it's all right. I won't do it." So anyway,
why did Phil C answer Martin McCutcheon's question? I don't understand.
So anyway, the next day, I was invited to go to the charity football match at Rushden and Diamonds, and when I went out to get some food, I was sitting next to Martin McCutcheon, and I just quite pleasantly said, "Oh, did you get home all right last night?" Literally because I'd spoken to her. I didn't expect her to remember me, but she turned around and went, "So are you after my autograph?" And I went, "Oh, no. I just thought, yeah." So anyway, she kind of walked off in a bit of a huff. And the next thing I see her talking to one of the security guards there, and she's pointing at me and talking to him. So he comes over and he says, "Are you supposed to be here?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm invited. I'm supposed to be here." And he said to me, "Can you stop like harassing like Martin McCutcheon?" I was like, "You fucking wanker." What? Lost in showbiz? Go fuck yourself.
Wow.
What a knobhead. Do you know what I mean? I was just being pleasant.
So basically, she's telling the same story, going, "Yeah, this guy who worked on the door came up to me and said, 'Did you get home all right?'
Did you get home
Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, you see films from two different perspectives. She's probably still traumatized about this weird bouncer who came over. Did you get home all right? I kind of know you did because
I didn't even have a beard at the time.
So at 1:23 a.m.
So yeah, that's the reason I just fucking hate her.
Okay. Good to
You know what?
Good to know.
Martin McCutcheon is on. Martin McCutcheon has a podcast with a load of her mates now, saying why Baz Wright's a cunt, and it's the same. It's proper like thing from the other side.
Look, Mum must have been watching the podcast because.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, hello. Merry Christmas.
Hello, Mum.
Dream.
This is Kathy, by the way.
What an
Hello,
absolute
Kathy.
dream.
You got a tree on your head.
What an amazing mum you've got.
Yeah, matching.
I'm not interested in her first name. I'm going to call her Mum.
Mum.
Kathy, can I ask you a question?
Oh wait. Okay.
So,
It's not about Martin McCutcheon, is it?
No, it's not about market. So, Kathy, do you also have the spice of chins?
No, the double chin. I can't do it. Double chin. Yeah, can you? Right.
Hey, she invented it. She invented it. Rachel stole it.
Oh.
We'll leave it with Rachel. I used to do the chin like when I was like younger, and you would always shout at me in photos. So no, I mean.
Amazing.
Right, we'll leave you. I'll go back down. Thank you for watching and bringing me the wine.
Oh, that would be nice.
Bye bye.
Because it's a screw top, Rachel. You've not to drink it all. I know, because I can. She knows the other ball's missing. She's like, oh.
Screw top, Rachel. You don't have to drink it all.
Screw top, it can go back in the fridge. I did say I would play catch up.
That's the most.
Wine in an hour.
Is Kelly trying to hide? Oh no!
Oh, look! Oh wow!
Kelly, I thought you were trying to hide, and then look, you brought.
I thought she was taking the rubbish out. To be honest, like.
So cute. Doggies are welcome. Come join the podcast.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Tom just let her into my room because I think he was just like, yeah, there we go. Show off your dog.
So
I need to give a shout out to the comment section. Amnesiablo says about Marty McCutcheon. Maybe she was having a perfect moment and you interrupted her.
Oh, there you go.
Well done. Well
There
done.
you go.
Nicely done.
He's Mr. Kelly.
Yeah, that's my husband.
Yeah, he's Mr.
Yeah.
Kelly. We should have got him on. He sounds funnier than she is.
Tom had a podcast for about 4 years, a retro gaming one. So yeah, if anyone, I'll do a little plug for him. If anyone wants to watch Gonarch's Lair podcast, there we go. Search for it on.
Mike, can you put the top comment on?
Search for it on a ZX81.
Yeah, well, it's whatever.
Mike, can you put the top comment on a caption?
I don't know which one.
It's the top one right now.
Yeah, I just seen that.
Which one?
It's from Christopher Rademacher.
Okay.
Christoph, sorry.
So, request. I'm a little bit drunk tonight, and I'll shave my head if a woman smokes with me live on stream.
Brilliant, Rachel.
Wow.
What?
No.
It won't be me.
No, I don't smoke. No.
So Christoph, I'm the only one smoking here, and I've got nail varnish on. Would you do it for me?
Yeah, we shave half your head.
Yeah, there you go. It's a massive compliment. I love it.
We shave half your head because Baz is metrosexual.
Joshua, can you go get your alter ego out?
We go to Jocelyn.
Joshua, you have an alter ego. You have an alter ego, and I did not know this.
Oh.
I don't know this. Joshua, do you have an alter ego?
My name's Jocelyn. I just back on a wig and be a woman. But I'm
Wait, I can't. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Jocelyn. So yes, Jocelyn.
Wait, yes, no, I know about Jocelyn.
Yes,
fine.
That's all.
I thought there was another one there, and I was going to do you have an alter ego too? Joshua, all I'm saying is like Denise, Jocelyn. Next time I'm in London.
So
I'm just interested. Just let's go back to Christoph Rademacher. Does Kelly, do you or Rachel have any cigarettes in the house?
No. Sorry.
Rachel, do you smoke?
No.
Oh. I was going to say, because I'm quite willing to send in the link to be on here. Because that would be a great way to finish this podcast.
Apparently he's ready.
If one of the women on this podcast tonight smokes a cigarette and a man shaves his head alive.
I thought he was offering money. I'm not gonna smoke for him shaving his head. Like I'll smoke for
My
like.
brother might have one that I could borrow, but again, no money involved.
Well, apparently he's ready.
Ready for what?
I'm a bit concerned.
Whoever is commenting, what's his name? Christopher. Don't get
Christoph.
That easily. Christoph. I don't get that away that easily.
I'm a bit worried that if we get him on here and we go, yeah, let's do it. Like one of you two lights up a cigarette. He comes on and he's got clippers in one hand and he's gentleman vegetables in the other.
I tell you what, man. He'd have
terrifying thing. Terrifying.
I'll be scarred for life, so let's not do that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm not making this happen.
Yeah.
Well, Christoph, you'd have a field day in a smoker's area, buddy. You'd walk away with no eyebrows, the amount of women you'd see smoking there.
Go out.
Well, I'd like to vote for that being the most bizarre comment of the evening, and we've had some already.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Christoph, where are you from?
Is this
ASL.
I'm gonna get this chat up. Wait.
ASL.
Now, like I have no concept. Are we on Twitch?
Like, please.
Christoph is from Berlin? No.
We're on Twitch.
It's from Berlin.
Let's try and steer this back to.
Any plans for the summer?
So is anybody?
No plans for the summer. All right, I'll start.
Okay.
Makes sense.
From Germany. I don't have something in German on there. Anyway,
Feed the same pet.
Does anybody have, like, I mentioned this earlier on the WhatsApp thing, but does anyone have, like, a bit of a thing that your family does at Christmas that everyone else that you don't know thinks is a bit weird? Because I don't know if I mentioned this on the thing, but I remember working with a guy when I was working at Kellogg's years ago, and he was quite senior, and he said, like, oh yeah, every year we play.
That was
Nuts Under
so
the Blanket.
polite. I'm sorry, that was so polite. He was quite senior. That was so polite.
Yeah. No,
Sorry, just had to mention that.
No, I mean, he's old. I mean, he was up at that high in the company. I don't mean he was. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't being polite. I wasn't being polite. I'm just saying. This guy was like, you mistook me for being polite by saying this guy was quite old. No,
he's not polite about me.
No, Baz is very senior. But, I'm not saying he was. I'm not being polite saying he was quite old. I'm just saying that this guy was high up in the company, and that's what made it weirder. Okay?
So what did he say? What did he say?
He said, "Does anyone else play Nuts Under the Blanket?" We're like, what? I said, yeah, Nuts Under the Blanket at Christmas. We're like, what? He was like, it's like you all line up, the family line up, you grab a Brazil nut, and you put a blanket over your legs, and you pass it between you, and you have to guess who's holding the Brazil. You're just going, no.
My charger in.
I joined this conversation at a very strange time.
It's just like, no, we didn't do that. It's just like, no, it's great because you get like all the like grandparents, the adults, the kids, everyone. You're just passing this nut on it and just like, who's got the nut? No, we didn't.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah, a bit weird. That's very weird.
Yeah,
exactly. And the thing is, though, that he must have done it for decades to think that everybody else did it. You know?
I love the way he said, "Oh, you know."
Like I say, that's the reason I said he was quite senior. He was director level, and he just came out with it like it was just the most normal thing in the world. It was like nuts under the blanket, and we're like.
So Tom said nuts in blankets. Yeah, that's my favourite Christmas dinner.
Yeah, but it did for people who don't like sausages.
No.
It's got nothing to do with Christmas, but it kind of reminds me of the story about how my brother almost had his testicles removed by the NHS.
Okay, please carry on.
We haven't got time for that, Laurie. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Mate, of course we've got time for that. Crack on. Okay, is this Robbie Knox we're talking about, by the way?
It is Robbie Knox, yes.
Let's do it.
So he basically, woke up one morning, had a pain down there, went to the doctors. They said to him, okay, you know what you've got is twisted testicles. Okay, the wires, the little pipes have got twisted around, and so what we can do, we can either perform a small procedure on you now, or we can put you under general anaesthetic. And my brother's like, okay, what's the small procedure? Well, what we'll do is we'll slice the sac open. We'll untwist them, and because if it happens once, it will probably happen again. We'll staple them to the sack and then stitch it up. And my brother's like, "Yeah, no, fuck off." That is not.
That doesn't sound like something I want to be awake for.
Look at Joshua's face.
That's not going to happen. God, what? Sorry,
I don't even have balls.
Rachel Spicer's face. Rachel Spicer, out of everyone, was going, "Oh," like that.
I don't even have balls, but that hurt me.
So, anyway, they arrange for general anaesthetic. Operations on the Friday, but they say to him, you have to go down on a Thursday and speak to the hospital and speak to the surgeon. Okay. So Thursday gets down there and the surgeon sits him down. He says, so tell me, what are we doing for you? And my brother's like, well, I don't know the exact term, but he describes what's happening. And the surgeon says, you mean we're not removing them? And my brother's like, no, you're not removing my testicles. And he goes, this is wrong. And starts typing away his computer. So, anyway, the surgeon carries on talking. And they say, but what's going to happen the next day? And my brother's like stops him after a couple of wait, sorry. this is all a bit blasé. Can we not find out why, you 2 minutes ago you thought you were removing my testicles? Can we not have a chat about it? Can you not talk to someone and find out why it's... Anyway, he goes out. My brother's in there in the room for 5 minutes on his own, and all of a sudden he hears the surgeon shouting, and this nurse is shouting, saying, "Oh, but his handwriting's so messy." And apparently the medical term for the two procedures is pretty similar. But anyway, the surgeon comes down, and what's great about this is, so they carry on with the chat. And then at the end, the surgeon's like, "So, have you got any worries about tomorrow?" "Yeah, clearly I'm worried I'm going to wake up with no testicles." And the surgeon's exact line to him was, "Well, look on the bright side, you could see the NHS for millions." To which obviously my brother's answer was, "Yes, but I'd have no balls." And his ex-housemate, Sally, who, he phoned her up straight away. She was in the US at the time. And she got on the phone to a load of T-shirt makers near where he lived to get one hand delivered, so that he had his bright orange T-shirt when he could go into hospital the next day. "Stop! Exclamation mark! Don't cut off my balls." So there we go. Anyway,
wait, did his balls end up getting cut off?
Sorry?
Did his balls end up getting cut off?
No, they didn't. And you know what? He had his third child 9 months and 2 weeks after the operation. As my brother put it, first go on the new balls.
New balls.
You know that thing where, when they're about to remove someone's limb in hospital, they really write on it in indelible pen, "This one here." I bet he got a massive pen out who's writing on both his balls. "None of these, please."
Neither. In massive letters.
Wrong ball.
As he was walking, he said literally, a member of the cleaning staff would walk past and be like, "You're not cutting on my testicles. It's just untwisting. Like anyone who walks past."
Wow.
It's like a puzzle. It's not like a race,
Do you know, Laurie? I was gonna ask you if your brother would be up for doing the podcast, but now it just feels like it would be like we would have talked about his body. We don't. It's about the soccer EM and the brewing and all that kind of stuff. It's still his bollocks.
Yeah, I'll ask him. But yeah.
Just because I keep
tell me that story before I ask you.
So just because I keep looking at everyone's attire, and I can't help but being completely drawn in by Joshua's little elf outfit. I just think he's, I'm going to vote for him as the winner of this one because it's such a good outfit.
Wait, I've not got my star on. I feel like I'm.
It's definitely between Joshua and Rachel, 100%.
100%, yeah, for sure.
I literally just threw a Santa hat on.
I need to win, but I have
couldn't
to
think
be
of
in
anything
the
else.
draw. I have to be in the draw.
Yeah, but Rachel,
that little jumper though.
Joshua should just win because of his Rubik's Cube Grinch. That is just the most incredible.
Miss Wall. Also, this has been my favourite. The Grinch, 110%.
Either Joshua can't hear us, or he's the most nonchalant person in the world.
Yeah,
people hearing that?
Are we both? I was actually going to take
Everyone was picking him up, and he was just on his phone going.
He was just
These people are dickheads.
Oh no, sorry.
I'm interested in that.
He sent a message. He sent a message on WhatsApp which says, "I'm so sorry, I cannot understand anyone." He means obviously Gregor, and nobody can hear me. I simply just leave. Gutted I've missed the story about balls from Laurie. Oh, bless him.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to say, Joshua, I'm heartbroken.
I think best outfit was my dog with her little antlers on, and said, Luna gets my vote. So Luna with her little antlers on is my vote for best outfit.
Luna gets my vote as well.
Yeah, she
Although to be fair, I get my vote. I get my vote because Gremlins didn't get as far as I wanted them to get in that.
So we had the conversation earlier about what people's Christmas Day is like. Rachel, what's your Christmas Day like?
So the questions that you put in the chat. So our tradition when my sister and my brother like stayed at home, it used to be us three waking up my mum and dad, like blaring Christmas music, jumping on the bed and whatnot as excited kids. But now our tradition is me and my brother aren't allowed out of our room. I mean, we both sleep in until whenever we hear my mum. she has like a folk horn and it plays like music and stuff. So she like runs up and down the hall with a folk horn blaring Christmas music, and that's our alarm on Christmas morning. She's like literally folk horn, like wake up, like Merry Christmas, whatnot, and blaring Christmas music. So that's our like new tradition. It used to be the other way around, that us kids would wake up them, and now it's they have to wake up me and my brother. That's
Baz,
a little tradition now.
Baz, did you know that the answer to the question, Rachel, what does your Christmas day look like? Did you know that the answer was going to be that good? Because
No,
fair
I
play to you.
I didn't.
See, none of
I
my
didn't expect a Scottish woman walking up and down with a foghorn to wake up grown-up children.
I mean, would you
I
expect
didn't expect that.
I wish I still lived at home to be able to.
Well, none of my like me and my brother drink. My sister doesn't drink, so like we're the drunk ones. So after that, me and my brother, we're the drunk ones. My mum's like, I thought you weren't going to take it too far this year, Rachel. And honestly, I think this year, because everything's been locked down, I'm probably going to end it green and dressed as a Christmas tree.
Amazing.
The only disappointment I've got in your outfit, to be fair, Rachel, is
don't make me
that
do
your
it again.
face isn't green.
You don't have a green face.
You spend.
Do you know how often I paint myself
you spend
green?
50%
My
of
green
you spend.
paint is that handy. Hello. Oh
You
my goodness.
you spend 50% of your life. How is that?
And be like, this is the foghorn that she runs about the house.
Amazing.
Christmas morning. Thank you so much for bringing that up. That was really amazing.
I now need to hide it so you don't do it.
Yeah,
to us.
yeah, great.
I love your mum.
She's my favourite mum, and I've got one.
I don't, so I need one.
Amazing.
I think Baz is currently typing up an application to be adopted by your mum.
I changed my name to Spice. I'm coming to Scotland.
Yeah, but I was saying before, it was like
more than welcome.
The only disappointment, Rachel, in your outfit there is you when you put the hood up and you go, you literally the only bit that's not green is your face, and you spend 50% of your life with a green face.
This happened the last time, but this is how often that I paint myself green. That I generally have green. Like my foundations aren't on display on my desk. It's green paint that's on display on my desk. That's how.
It's amazing.
You've still got a green face.
I've only just discovered your TikTok because of these guys, and it's incredible.
She's amazing, isn't she? She's so funny.
Do I get a bald cap? Like, do I do a bald cap or do I just do?
You don't need to do a bald cap because you're going to put the tree on the top.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but Denise doesn't have eyebrows, and Rachel would never be green. Like that's Denise. I don't know.
I think that would be the perfect hybrid.
What was our time the last time? You started this and you were like,
oh yeah, I know this.
Can you get ready?
7 minutes 32 seconds.
Oh my
Baz
God!
knows exactly.
Right, wait, let me get the.
So it's written on a bit of paper in front of me.
So my wife just said paint it green.
Right, wait 2 seconds.
It's not up to me anymore.
We did do the whole. Like I took my makeup off before.
Gregor, are you aware of Sarah's work? Are you aware of Rachel's work, by the way?
No, until you told me earlier on, I wasn't. No, but I gave it a good look. It's funny.
Welcome to what Rachel did. Welcome to how Rachel got 1.2 million followers.
Literally, earlier today, I just like binged all of her TikTok, and I was just like, I've never seen anything, and then I was like, this is incredible.
Honestly, like it comes across that I'm very mentally unstable on my content.
I get that all the time. Don't worry about
it. I really am not mentally unstable. Like,
I mean, I would be proud of it. Just if you are, I mean, we all are. Like,
You know, do what makes you happy and all that jazz.
exactly.
I mean, mental health is vastly overrated. So
We're all. That's why we're all on
Yeah,
TikTok.
who needs stable mental health?
That's why we're all on
Honestly,
TikTok.
a content
and
creator that
watching
does have
porn.
stable mental health.
We're all just a bit doolally.
All fit people are though.
So I think Mike's going to get a hat because I saw a comment. This is a bit preemptive. Do you guys like have New Year resolutions?
No,
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't. I have ADHD, so I will never stick to anything.
okay.
Every day, and there's not a chance in hell that. So no.
Mr.
My
Knox,
ADHD that's pushed me to do something this year.
Gregor, do you do one?
Well, I always do them, but I never stick to them.
Okay.
But I'll try. To be honest, this one I think this year, sorry, for 2022, is to be more financially advised.
Yes, I'm with you on that one. I would like that as
I
well.
missed Gregor's. I was in my bathroom.
He wants to be more financially advised. I've taken to be less skint.
Very sensible. Very sensible.
I think so.
Robert,
that.
ADHD club. Yes, we're all in the ADHD club.
So I just asked a question about it's a bit preemptive, but do you set yourself New Year's resolutions?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah.
No.
No.
I'm not a big one for New Year. I mean, I go out and celebrate it with everyone, but I just think
New year, new you.
Listen, what I'm going to say now is you would be forgiven for thinking I'm much more of a much less of a lazy man than I am, but I just think if you're going to do a resolution, do it whenever. Don't wait until January the 1st.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was like if you want to change your life, you want to do all that kind of stuff, and like I say, don't take this as me being like anything other than a lazy bastard.
I'm
do
really sorry.
think-
I'm not
I do
listening.
think that-
I'm not listening to what you're saying. I'm just watching Rachel.
Me too.
Well, I know. I'm just
Literally-
talking while this happens.
Literally not listening to anything you're saying. I'm just.
Do you know what?
I do not mean
All
to
I can see there, this just looks like that gag that loads of people did in the 90s by putting a Johnny on the red and blowing it up with the nose.
This is incredible.
That's all I can see so far.
Right.
This is
See,
incredible.
what was
that
my
I'm saying
fight
this
the
first
last time? I want to beat it. But the last time I didn't do it on camera. Oh my god.
Well,
What am I doing?
before Rachel does this, my daughter and my wife have told me to put this Christmas hat on. So if I
Ah,
put
go
this
on.
on after she's done that, it's going to
Merry
be.
Christmas
I mean, it's not going to be impressive anyway, but it's going to be way less impressive. What's in it? My daughter and my wife have requested I put this Christmas hat on.
Is it Santa hat?
Yeah, I mean.
Does it light up?
Oh, is it
Ooh.
mini?
It's mini.
Oh,
There you go. It's a Minnie Mouse
What's your favourite
Santa hat.
I like that.
I'm going to put it to the side at a
I like
jaunty angle. There you go.
I like it.
There you go. I've done that through. Do you know what? If I just kind of toss the thing down that, it just looks like I'm heading out snowboarding. I'm all right with that. I'm ready to go snowboarding. Let's go.
Amazing.
I just feel that all of a sudden we're all a long way behind Denise's impending arrival. So Laurie, are you aware of Denise? Is what I need to ask you.
I'm not. No.
Oh well, you're in for a treat right now.
What?
Baz, did you spot his bemused look?
Yeah, I did.
We're
That's
all like,
right.
yeah, everyone knows what she is. Yeah. Let me do catch up for Gregor and Laurie.
Right, because you know,
It's like,
my
Ra-
friend's not my best friend at the moment, probably because of Denise. So
well, Rachel
I'll fill her in.
Rachel is obviously a beautiful young woman from Scotland who has an ability to go from
That was so polite.
to go from this, and I meant that. That wasn't like the senior thing I did before that I didn't mean. I meant that one.
I'm only 20.
Incredible comedy.
So
Like,
she
it's
goes from
incredible.
this. She goes from this woman who's got this like beautiful jawline, and she's got this ability to go like this, and it's just
Are you flirting with me, Jolene?
there's just this thing, right?
Oh,
And that's like, honestly the first time I ever saw her was ages ago. And it's like literally, I watched her thing, and she went like this,
Oh, that fan is
and
giving
she
me
had this big thing like this, and all of a sudden she went "Ugh," like that, and I was like, "Fuck, that's got to be some kind of transition or something like that." But no, that's her face and what it does.
Well,
But then, yeah, I can't
some
explain.
dedication there. Like it's 5 to 12, and she's like getting in full dedication of the.
I can't explain.
That's what
the
happened
next
last
bit.
time
So,
we did.
like,
They were like, "How fast can you get Denise ready?" And it's usually 45 minutes. We done it in 8, but
So is that the
only
name?
one.
So I
Denise.
binged a few of your videos today. So it's Denise's the name.
This is the name. I started off with like just green characters, and everyone was like, "Why do you do this?" And I was like, I had an inside joke with my best friend and my sister. So long story short, I went to Budapest. I met a very lovely Hungarian man, and he just couldn't say Rachel, so he just called me Denise the whole night. But basically, I was in like quite a low place before that holiday, and then when he was like that night, I was bloody living my life. I was like karaoke and Pocket Full of Sunshine and Macklemore. So I was like, I'm keeping this like confident energy. And then it became the inside joke whenever I was drunk with my friends. They were like, "Is Denise coming out tonight?" And I was like, "You know what? I think she might. Fuck it." And then when everyone was like, "Why'd you paint yourself green?" I was like, "No, it's not me. It's Denise." Because anything embarrassing, drunk, or anything that I do embarrassing or drunk, it's not me. It's my alter ego, Denise.
I fucking love that.
Why are you green? Told that story online.
Absolutely love that. Amazing.
Kind of came from there.
I'm
locked it.
Well, I'm guessing like we all have kind of alter egos, but they're not so clearly defined as yours.
Well, I feel
they're
like
not green.
There is going to be a new character soon, and that's like the complete opposite. Like Denise is the confident, fun, drunk side of me, and then there's like the insecure little annoying person that's going to come.
I love how you've got like so much fun.
Oh,
I've literally just got a hat for Wee Mackay.
What was
that's
it?
all I do.
I'm mentally stable.
Yeah, but Gregor, when you say you've just got a hat for Wee Mackay, I bet you really love it. In the fact that you can just go, I've got a video to do, bang, 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 bang. 5 minutes later, you're done. Meanwhile, it's like, in Falkirk,
I have to unclog my drains every single week because that's how I get Denise off. I just jump in the shower, and my mum like part of the weekly shop is the drain flusher because my shower is green basically.
Well, up until me, like you, Rachel, I always used to think I made quite a lot of effort to make my videos. And then I saw you and I was like, get the fuck out of it. It's not
You do. Your transitions will take.
I know, but like I literally don't go as far as you do to change my appearance like you do.
No,
you're absolutely nothing. I do a bit of shopping and that's it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shop for this. I'm gonna like let's try
Laurie's still there going, you still didn't explain this Denise thing to me. So let's say the first videos I saw of Rachel was the chin tuck.
That was the only video that I've regretted.
This chin that you just don't see, and she then disappears. And then
angles matter.
And then it went into all of a sudden there was this. What was the first? Here's a great question, if I do say so myself. What was the first question that prompted the green thing?
The green. So the day that I joined TikTok, I posted 3 videos, and the second one went viral with like 1.8 million, and everyone was comparing my double chin to the green Gribbler out of Hotel Transylvania. So I lived in London just before the pandemic, and I just moved home. And when I moved home, I did not want to move into my high school bedroom because one, that has London wallpaper because I was one of them bloody weirdos. So I moved in. Luckily, my sister moved out, and I moved into her room. So during lockdown, while I was getting compared to that, my mum was like, "You need to clear out your old bedroom and get that sorted, whatever." And I played the Wicked Witch of the West in a panto 2 years. So I already had green paint in a box, and that's how I found it. Like I didn't go out and buy green paint for this. I already had it in the house, and then because everyone's comparing it to me. And you know, I did kind of lose my marbles a bit during lockdown, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to paint myself green. It was only meant to be a one-time thing for a video. It was only meant to be a one-time thing. And now, a year and a half later, she's got a name. She's a character.
I love that.
A regular page. So
Amazing.
that's where it started. And then it wasn't until like when people kept on asking for more green content, it was like, who is this? Like, what is this? And I was like, all right, okay. It's not me, it's Denise, because I blame everything on Denise.
So did you say you studied acting? Whereabouts did you study acting?
So I studied musical theatre in at Jazz Art UK. So it was in like Motherwell, a performing arts college. So I done that. Graduated 20. Oh my god, I'm old as fuck. I don't know. 2017.
Hang on.
I was like, wow, is that how long
Stop it.
University in like
Pretty sure I'm
2003.
older.
is that how long I've been out of training? Oh my god.
Did you
Yeah,
see
studied
me,
musical
Baz,
theatre.
Laurie, and Kelly just go fuck off when she said she was too old?
Like, fuck off. I finished university in 2003. Like, God's sake. That was like a million years ago.
I finished in
done that.
97.
Oh,
Studied
yeah.
musical theatre.
You're older than me.
Yeah.
I'm older than everybody.
Yeah, Baz went to university
My
with
hips are-
with a pterodactyl.
That's why I'm saying that, but you're only as old as what you feel. But my hips and my back, they're old as F. They're old as F. So yeah, I graduated there 2017 or 18, I don't remember, and then moved to London, and I was training in screen acting. And then
cool.
COVID hit, and now we are back home, living the life. It's fine. It's cheaper digs than London, so I really can't complain.
Well, yeah.
That's me.
I wish I lived back at home. Could I have got away with that? Could I have got like saying, sorry, it's lockdown, I'm gonna have to move back home.
Well, it's like our landlord in London sold the property like right at the start of COVID, and just the day before we were signing the contract to the new place was when all the theatres closed, and that's the industry that obviously me and all my friends were working in at the time. So we were just like, I genuinely thought I'd be home for like 3 months tops, and a year and a half later, I'm now at home painting myself green for a living. So
I was in Newcastle. I was doing Northern Stage in Newcastle when all that kind of kicked off. So
I mean,
yes, so it was weird. I never thought I'd be back home as long as I had been, but here we are.
But here we are.
Get
You know,
yourself
you just
back
gotta
to
make the most of it.
Newcastle.
Listen, I loved it. It was literally like a second home. Like it's
Amazing.
Newcastle reminds me a lot of Glasgow. It just looks very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
And the
Same
nightlife.
Same
I've
type
got
of
to
banter,
say,
I think, as
the-
well.
the good laugh, and also the nightlife in Newcastle is second to none in the UK. Anywhere I've been, Newcastle just seems to top it. The tune it's wild. It's wild.
The tune.
I've met more Scottish people in Newcastle than I've met in Scotland, to be fair.
Yeah, probably. It's so close. So I want
Amazing.
to be from Edinburgh.
Yeah, it's literally only like a 2-hour drive.
We need to
Like
have it.
anytime I go to Newcastle, I drive. 'Cause it's
That's
so
where we
close.
need to have the next TikTok meetup. Is in Newcastle.
100%.
Yeah,
I'm all over that.
yeah, I'm there for that.
Well, when your
100%.
show goes live, because I missed Manchester because I triple booked myself that weekend. Anytime
Yeah,
someone
whatever.
says
You
plans,
just
I'm like,
you just
"Yep,
decided
I'm
you had better
there."
things to do. That's what it was.
No, wasn't that.
Nobody else
I
did.
just get bad FOMO. I'm a people pleaser as well. I can't say no. So when everyone's like, yeah, I'm like, yep, I'll be there. I'll make it happen. That's fine. That was the busiest weekend of my life. That weekend. So next one, I'm not missing. I'm saying it now.
Well, we'll
so
do it. We'll do it in Newcastle, and we'll do a screening of your TV show.
Oh God! Okay, wow.
I'll drive down. I'll drive down.
Go.
I'm definitely up for doing it in Newcastle, but I think I need to be hidden.
Here.
I think I need to be hidden away somewhere.
I need to be
when
hidden
it's
away.
screened, 'cause I've just got the fear that. Sorry, by the way, Laurie's laptop has run out of battery. By the way, so that's why it just disappeared in the middle of it.
I'm just fascinated by Rachel of like what on earth she's doing. It's just amazing.
Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like we're all from TikTok, and we all do the things that we do on TikTok. I think Rachel just goes that little bit further than everybody else.
No. Like literally, all I have to do, like, I'd turn on a camera. I mean, to be fair, you've got a lot more followers than me. But I turn on a camera and just go, "This is what I bought today." There we go.
Oh no, but you do the whole makeup thing, which is a smaller version of this, right?
Well,
Yeah, but then also like my makeup things don't do like near enough like how good yours do. It's like audience like based as in like literally I feel like the algorithm knows when I'm green or when I'm showing my
Yeah, it's just
or like I get so many comments being like, "Oh my god, I didn't recognize you when you're not green," and I was like, "It's me."
I'm gonna have a bit of a melancholy moment because like being with you guys tonight, it suddenly makes you realise that like as much as the pandemic was this awful thing for lots of people, I would never have met any of you guys if it wasn't for this.
That's very true. I would never have joined TikTok for lockdown number 1. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. And looking at this screen with 5 of us on it, and obviously with the 7 of us earlier, I'm kind of go, it's mad, isn't it? Because like we would have never met at all in any walk of life because we're all sort of like so far apart, and you guys are absolutely amazing. I love it.
Us with you, which is
Mate,
crazy.
it really is so because like we were like March 2020 was a tough old time for us because obviously Molly had her operation and stuff, and it's and then we came back to lockdown, and it was just and I just moved to Ireland and all of that kind of stuff, and it was just look, going on TikTok has meant that I've met all these amazing people and somebody who paints himself green.
Wait, are you saying Denise is not amazing?
Do you know what?
On the contrary,
Rachel's
listen.
a lover, but Denise is a fighter. So
Rachel, you light up my life in a way you don't know.
Me too.
Do you know what I mean? And it's all of this stuff would never have happened. You know, before lockdown, clearly this whole lockdown stuff and my business being shut and everything has been a shite time in my life.
Yeah.
But meeting all of you lot and meeting like Joshua and Laurie and everyone else, it's just it just helped it just be miles
so
better than
weird,
it could have been. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just like because you've got people that look. There's no way you guys would have met. There's no way you guys would have met a couple of old blokes with.
I probably would have avoided you in the street. Like you and Baz, like without it, I would have been like straight on the other side of the road.
And you'd have been right to.
Thanks, Kelly.
This is how things have worked, you know.
I feel like I've never actually met you in person, which I find is like, because I didn't come to the Manchester thing. I know we're still getting over it, but I know it was my own fault, and beat myself every day, whatever. But I honestly feel like from TikTok as well, like the friends that you've met from that are like actually friends that have either went through like the same stuff that you have, like through growing whatever from that. I'm like, I've never genuinely met you, but like I know because I've not met you yet, but I know when I do, I'll be like, hey, like I know you.
Do you find as well that this is for all of us that like because you're on TikTok and you're in real life friends, the IRLs, they don't really get it. So when you're amongst like 5-7 people that all do it, you kind of go, I feel like I'm at home here, and it's that kind of weird thing, isn't it?
Well, it was like you guys when I came to meet you, and like not the official meetup, but like before when I was in Manchester and you guys were in Manchester, we came to meet up. It was just like I was just meeting mates. Like I never thought in my head, like I've never met you guys in physical life.
Yeah.
But it's just like I walked into a pub on my own with 3 guys and just was like, yeah, hi, and just like it was just absolutely fine and great, and everyone loved it.
I feel like it is hard because I don't feel like anyone will understand unless they've went through like because a lot of TikTokers are very new to the like social media industry because TikTok only like really blew up during like lockdown. It was quite big before, but then blew up during lockdown. So whenever I feel like I am complaining or I'm going through like a really bad like trolling stage or like whatever like that, maybe I obviously can't take myself seriously when I'm painted green either, but like we're past it. But I feel like for that is like I feel cringy saying it to my friends to be like, I've had a really bad trolling stage, like and whatnot. Like today's just been a day. I'm ready to like hit the hate, you know. Whereas I feel like when people like have the same like platform and go through the same shit, I feel like even though I've not met you, I can genuinely like open up to you.
Yeah.
Which is so weird to me because I'm not a very open person. Like I'm quite an awkward person. It takes me a while to like I need to warm up to someone before I like open up to someone. Whereas I've never met you, and if I saw you, I'd be like, "Baz, give me a hug. I didn't know what I'm doing. I've just kind of done whatever I've done, and now I'm here."
I'd have to stand on a bar stool to hug you because I know you're tall.
That's fine. I'm 6 foot. I'll stand on a bar stool. I still want a hug. All girls need hugs too.
I'll be able to hug you like because I'm an actual grown up man's height. So that's okay. Anyway,
it's just me and you, Kelly.
We need to. It's got to that time of night where we'll wrap this up. Well, we can carry on, but it's we need to say goodbye and shut it down. Look, and just as I said that, Kelly let out a massive yawn, and I know like Gregor, fair play to him. Gregor said he died. He's got work in the morning. And I promised I wouldn't keep him up late and look at the time of it. But anyway,
last day of work tomorrow.
Me too. Anyway,
sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mike. Just before you go, obviously, Ice Wallu Come For You has 3 times posted a message to Rachel which just says, "Are you Shrek?"
Are you Shrek?
Yes.
Are you Shrek? Yes.
And I really wish you hadn't read the username out, Baz. But anyway,
yeah, no, I knew what it was. It's fine. This is not TikTok.
Nice.
I know, but still.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
We are.
Cheers to everyone.
Oh,
thanks,
mate,
everyone.
honestly,
Good night. Right.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, we're not going anywhere. We'll
I've still got this to drink.
But yeah, it's
I'll eat your head off, sir.
Yeah, we've got 2 people here having big yawns, so it's time to go to bed now.
Well, let me do my thing.
Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for coming to our Christmas party. If you're listening on the audio version of this, you ain't listening to this bit because it's not going to make the audio cut. So good night, everyone.
Thank you guys so much. You are amazing. Love you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for supporting us in what we do.
A-Town.
We'll see you after Christmas. Good night.